chart. That's always the most important part.
Listen, how else will we know how to read the book correctly?
Fair.
This is you know, Sunday book club with Candylanger.
Oh boy. You know what? I'm just gonna change my stream title to that.
Because I think Twitch wouldn't be, you know, a fan of my alternative title, which is Candylanger tries to boink King Arthur.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from that one.
Oh, man. I also replayed the book. Listen, calling the book is funnier, just to me personally.
I mean, visual novels are just typically interactive books.
Yeah. Some of them more interactive than others, but most of them tend to just be, you know, books. And I got reminded of, man, Heaven's Feel is fucking rough, man. Ow. Still, like, Unlimited Blade works the best, but that's just a personal preference.
I mean, the people are gonna coming into the stream with the perfect the text here.
It was thrust like lightning, just like my penis.
Hey.
See, no. Okay, because I heard the best fucking joke. It like fucking caught me so off guard when I heard it, and I was like, what the fuck, man? How? Who comes up with this shit? Because, okay, I was running straight at a wall with an erection. I broke my nose first.
What the? What a self-burn.
You're reeling for like fucking good 5 minutes. The first time I heard it, I was just like, man, that's good. You don't expect it. It's good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Sunday Book Club. Man, this will be something. I hope you enjoy it. That's the most important part, to be honest.
Yeah. You know what?
Listen, you can just get into it.
Yeah.
If anybody asks about stuff, we can just talk about it.
Yeah.
Spearheaded thrust to pierce my heart. Trying to dodge it would be useless.
Green lightning is invisible to the human eye. Oh, okay. But the lightning that tries to pierce me is repelled by the moonlight that tries to save me. What is it with this writing?
Listen, this is the improved writing.
Oh god, I don't even want to know what the original one was then.
Oh, no. The beginning is fine. No, the beginning was like this. It's just, I'm talking about mollusks. I will talk about that later.
No, the sound before me is heavier than steel. The armor she is wearing is not beautiful at all, as unrefined as cold night. Wow, dude. Do you want to get laid or not? The sound wasn't beautiful at all. Well, we're off to a great start. It was actually the sound of steel. It's just that the night is beautiful enough to turn it into a charming sound like a bell.
See, he's pulling it back.
Oh, there comes the voice. She has in a voice that lights up the darkness. Why is he already bloodied?
You'll find out. This is like a flash forward, technically.
Oh, okay. Yes, the contract has been completed. When she shows me as her master, I'm sure a sword helped her too. Wait a minute, I think I actually remembered this part from, like, the anime? It did have, like, an anime,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But...
I made you watch one episode because I was like, yeah, this is cool shit,
Ah,
and then I
yeah.
realized I should just make you read the book.
Time has stopped. The scene lasts less than a second. But I'll remember this scene vividly even when I've gone to hell. Alright, dude. How about we try to stay alive first? The face slightly turned. The quiet green eyes. The instant that becomes an eternity. The blue outfit symbolizes a sway in the wind. A faint blue light filters in. The golden hair shines in the moonlight.
It's her. King Arthur in all her glory.
Don't worry about it. It makes sense somehow.
It makes perfect sense. Listen, it's 2021. Wait, shit, no, it's 2022.
Yeah.
There's much crazier fucking shit with pronouns and whatnot.
Yeah. This is sort of for 10 years ago. Oh, okay, I guess we're just gonna turn the clock back 10 years.
Yup.
I watched someone I know very well. A tall man with deep-featured face who, to my knowledge, has never told a joke is patting my head. No, that's not quite right. I guess he doesn't know how much strength to use, so to be more accurate, he's grabbing her head and mashing it around. Oh, big mood. I guess that's only to be expected. After all, that's the first time he's ever patted my head. I have to get going now, you know what to do, right? I answer the deep voice with a polite yes. The man patting my head nods once, let's go, and stands up. So that was it. If I'd known that then it was our final moment together, I would have made him laugh with my best jokes. Something tells me I don't want to hear them.
Come on.
I have practiced telling the jokes a lot in hope they would bring a smile to his grey face. I guess you could say I was sad that I couldn't tell him any of them. Oh, okay, we're playing as a little girl. Put the association in your death by the time you mature. I'll let you decide what to do after that. You should be able to take care of yourself. Even though he's not worried, he told me about the hero duels inherited from the master, how to manage the basement. Phrasing!
Nah.
As he was telling me, all the things I didn't yet know, I realized even as a child that most likely he wouldn't be coming back. A war has started. Not a war between countries, but a war between people. But the only ones at war were 7 people. In a situation like this, the word war should be unsuitable. But here is a different story as the one in conflict are magi. The 7 magi, they're each from different factions, started to compete for unknown reasons and killed each other in unknown ways. Hey, they're fighting for that hentai, dog.
Yeah, sort of.
The man standing before me was one of them. He too was in a position to kill or be killed. He must have known more keenly than I did that his time was near. Rin, the Holy Grail, will appear eventually. It is our duty as your Tonsaka family to win it. More importantly, if you want to be a Magus,
Yeah.
you can't avoid it. Once more, he patted my head and left. That was the end. That was the last time I saw the man who entered the Holy Grail War as a master and died. The man who was my teacher as well as my father. Oh, there comes the voice. I see him off politely. I knew I was on the verge of crying, but I shed no tears. I loved him. He was a great father and a great Magus. Unlike Magi, they are only obstinate people. I think that's how you pronounce it. Obstinate. Yeah, great. Let the guy who has English as a second language read be a audio reader.
Hell yeah, dude.
In the whole world, I don't think anyone had a better character than his. He taught me as a teacher and loved me as a father. That's why I decided to choose my path according to what he left me in the end. With that period, yeah. In the end, he left me those words about Magus and not as a father. That's why at the moment my path was determined.
よし、それじゃあ一つ気合い入れて一人前になりますか。
Oh, hey Oshgrid. Apparently this is the hentai game, not the fighting game.
This is the alleged hentai game.
Yeah, alleged.
Because you cannot stream hentai games on Twitch. This is the Réalta Nua release of Fate's Day, aka the one that replaces hentai with dinner scenes and just touching moments, but still has the gore and all the other bullshit. Because it's a book. It's nice.
It's just been we kind of just made it Twitch friendly.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's only natural for a student to follow the words of the teacher. Since then, through many twists and turns, Tosaka Rin, has matured. It's been 10 years since the winter day, year on which my father went to war. I haven't exactly been waiting for this moment, but I am excited. That's only natural. The event I have never forgotten about is about to start. Oh, by the 1st of January?
Oh shit, right, actually. I just want to point this out. Candy, you still pronounce Japanese names better than Phantom could ever imagine to.
Yeah. He still has a problem with it?
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Phantom.
I'm pretty sure he does it on purpose.
He has to. Oh, fuck it.
止まれ。
Yeah.
はいよもう。
God damn it. I want the ring to stop. Yeah. Demonstration. I'm a good student. I'm going to just stay.
そうそう。
God damn. Stop it with the alarm clock. Thank you. Congrats on becoming a forklift, Candy. Yeah, I can drive forklift.
This stream is forklift certified.
Hell yeah. I should probably just Photoshop a stamp or something, put it on the screen and be like, yeah, this stream is forklift certified. I actually got to drive the forklift at work on Friday a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there was some stuff that had to be moved and such thing. And while technically I do need to have the workplace permission to do it, the shift leader just told me that as long as I stay in the area that I work in and not drive out where the others are, it should be fine. Oh, anyway, yeah, back to the boobies. It's 7 o'clock on the last day of January. Fujuki City is usually pretty warm in the winter, but this morning it's as cold as any other city. I can even see my breath indoors. How bad is the heat if you can see your breath indoors? And on top of that, there's no one else in the house to warm him up. Central heating unit! You look like you would be rich enough to be able to afford that.
No, can't you ruin the antique house with your fucking newfangled central heating units?
暖房。
We have a fireplace for that.
Turning on the heater. I had to the bathroom. Okay, so there you have a heater. At times
like the electricity still exists. Come on.
At times like this, living room only is inconvenient. If there was someone to wake up before me, the living room would be warm by now. I wash my face at the sink. I brush my long hair and get ready. A cold morning, a cold sink. The only advantage is that the cold water clears your sleepiness completely. A timer ribbon are all ready. All I have to do is eat breakfast and head out. Looking at the clock, it's only a bit past 7 and I'm a bit disappointed.
なんだ、これなら走っていく必要もないか。
Then again, I would never do anything as clumsy as running to school anyway. It is the custom of the Toshaka family to act with composure and elegance at all times. Gee, how many times is that gonna be? Yeah, is that rule gonna be broken during this playthrough? Or reading?
In this one, not that much. In Unlimited Blade Works, on the other hand.
Oh boy. Taking a custom like that seriously must meant that my family originated from a very high-class background indeed. Only this old Western-style mansion is proof of that, and on top of that, the Toshaka family is a bloodline of sorcerers able to use the power of magic. Yeah, I like that they made the word magic just a bit more white than the rest of it. Or at least it looks like that on my screen.
It's partially because it's a keyword, and in Japanese, it's called magic.
Yeah. Ancient history.
まあ自慢できることでもないんだけど。
Actually, I can't speak openly about it at all. Oh, by the way, I, Toshaka Rin, am a magus. Who on earth can I brag to like that? Magic is just what it sounds like. Magic. I don't care if you get ideas like Agabadabra or whatever. Okay, like in that one. You can speak of us as people who do strange things by casting spells. Though it's not like we fly around on brooms and make stars appear with a wave of a wand. Well, we could do that, but we don't bother, it's kind of meaningless. We're basically heretics who hide ourselves from the world. We're prohibited from standing out, and even if we weren't, we would rather be at home studying magic. So essentially, just your standard fucking nerd.
Yeah, more or less.
On top of that, the word sorcery is completely inaccurate. What, is wizard a better word?
Magus? Magi?
There are only 5 sorcerers in the world. Things no one can do, things beyond the ability of modern science. The one who can make such miracles are the one we call sorcerers. What, is Jesus Christ one of them?
I think that's actually still a thing that I'm like confused about, and I'm like thinking, when is the day that Fate Stay Grand Order introduces Jesus Christ as a servant?
Oh, you know the Christians.
I mean, JoJo did it.
What, JoJo did it?
Yeah, no, Jesus Christ is a JoJo.
Oof. What the hell is his stand? A god?
Holy Spirit.
No, okay, close enough. Those things that are mysterious but achievable with time and effort, those we call magic. Yeah. That's why, yeah, what I do is called magic rather than sorcery. Right. It's complicated, but that's how it is, so just accept it. Oh, wow. To be honest, the modern world doesn't recognize the existence of magi. As we believe, control, and learn things that are immeasurable are existence incompatible with the modern world. Because it's kind of meaningless. Going to a normal school and becoming a normal adult would bring you far more happiness than studying magic. Human technology is great. In the past few hundred years, it's been leading the way ahead to magic. Nothing is impossible for humans. The miracles once only possible through magic are now tools and not miraculous at all. Still, magic has its good points. Just as there are things possible only through science, there are also things possible only through magic. What, like turning invisible so I can take a peek in the locker rooms?
Listen, Candy, I need you to understand. This game was written before all the smut and garbage hentai games came out. This was written back in the tasteful days.
Oh.
Where you spend 17 hours with nothing, and then you get the sex. That's how it worked. That's how the books worked back then.
Oh, okay. Something about the past and the future ending up at the same place, everything always running towards the 0 point. Let's put all of these difficult discussions. They should wait until we're old. Yeah, you're a teenager. Go do teenager things. Finish your breakfast and grab a bag.
ペンダント持っていかないと。
I don't really want to take the thing to school, but it'd be a waste to just leave it here.
何しろ100年ものの石だものね。うちにある宝石の中じゃダントツで最強だし。
No, that's an understatement. It's much stronger than that. I found this after decoding Father's will last night. It contains the equivalent of 10 years of my magical energy. It was said to be an heirloom, and this might well be it. We, the Magi of the Tushaka, are skilled at the transformational power. We put our magical energy into jewels whenever we have free time. So very simply, the jewels are bullets and we are the gun. Fair enough.
It's more like batteries, you know, just
Yeah.
storing energy for later, but
So essentially, battery and we are the railguns.
yeah. That's probably more applicable.
The only thing I can say I received from my father is the magic crest of the Tusaka family engraved on my left arm. In essence, this is the proof of the successor, and it's like a tattoo that contains all the inherited magic of the Tusaka family.
まだ始まったわけじゃないけど、用心に越したことはないか。
I put the pendant, which can now be said to be my father's memento, into my pocket.
切り札だものね。これに秘められた魔力ならできないことはないぐらいなんだし。
It's 7:30. Oh. So she spent 30 minutes with all this shit.
Yeah.
I should get going, I'll be late for school. But when the hell does the school start? What the hell? German?
Yeah. Just be glad that it's the better version of German. Just be glad it's not the Japanese lady trying to speak German without knowing German.
Oh no. I'll read my words with magical energy quickly. Being a magus, I can't let my guard down when leaving my house. Even though there's never been a single robber, wandering child, nor stray cat. I don't think my neighbor has ever come to say hello either.
別にいいけどね。野良猫でさえ入ってこないってどういうことよ。
Girl, your house is haunted. That's why not even a stray cat wants to go anywhere near it.
Imagine being that lonely that even cats don't approach you.
Damn. Now that's lonely. A look at the mansion I've grown so accustomed to over the years. Fuyuki is certainly a strange city with many Western-style houses on this side of town and an area full of Japanese-style houses just beyond the intersection. So is Fate Stay essentially just the Western heroes versus Japanese heroes?
No, not really. It's just a stylistic choice to, you know, jam in some castles. I want to say it's the popularity of Asuka from Neon Genesis Evangelion that led to Rin being part German. But I don't have my timelines right. I don't think. When was Fate Stay Night, and when was Neon Genesis Evangelion? Because Fate Stay is like 2004. That much I know. And NGE is way older, right? It's like 2000s. Oh, it's 95. Christ, yeah, no, like it's Neon Genesis Evangelion leading into the whole. Man, German tsunderes are kind of fucking cool.
Damn.
It's sort of a ripple effect, basically. There's a lot of like visual novels that contain some like either characters speaking German, German named machinery, magic being in German. It's just it became popular because it sounded cool in Japan.
Stepping aside, I feel a certain incongruity.
なんだろう。
I have
思ったより
no
静か
clue
な
what
ん
the
ですけど。
fuck that word means, to be honest. Incongruity. The state of being incongruous, incompatibility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that word too. I was just, what the fuck is that word? It's especially quiet with no sense of the morning noisiness. At 7:30, the Prestige. Am I hearing that outside the street on the game?
Now Candy is paranoid.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, my brain is fucking with me because it thinks that it thinks that the sound that is from the game is coming from outside my street. It's just, no, brain, stop.
I mean, that means that the visual novel is doing its job of trying to immerse you.
Perhaps everyone slept in today. Girly, I don't think everyone slept in on the same day. So I bet everyone is still warped onto the warm beds. What? So, it's strange I haven't seen even one student so far. At 7:30 you can usually see people in uniform here and there. But I'm the only person in the school gate. It looks like the clubs are just starting their morning practice. In other words, the only explanation is... Oh, wow! We're getting, another character! Hooray!
Actual character sprite. Amazing.
With a small sigh, I turned to the girl who addressed me. This girl, speaking so frankly, is... well, good thing, I don't have any Japanese viewers here. Misusuri Ayako.
Could have been worse.
Oh, yeah, it could be worse. She's my classmate in class 2A, and there are a lot of stories about her.
おはよう、三辻さん。つかのことを聞くけど、今何時だかわかる？
ん？何時って7時前じゃない。遠坂寝ぼけてる？
Did she set her clock back 1 hour?
Maybe.
She waves her hand in front of me, wondering if I'm alright. She's one of the few friends who know I'm not a morning person. In other words, she thinks I'm not fully awake yet.
うちの時計1時間早かったみたい。しかも軒並み。
God damn, fuck this child.
目覚まし時計はおろか、柱時計まできっかり早まってた。
This goddamn child. Really, just what's going on here? Did father arrange for all the class to go mad when the panda was removed in the basement?
遠坂
気にしないで。別に大したことじゃないから。
ええ、弓道部は問題児も多いし、うまいのが一人減ったからね。4月の新入生獲得のために少しぐらいは見栄えを良くしとかないと。
そう。気苦労が絶えないのね、相変わらず。
他人事だからって言ってくれるわ。
At least a few students in each club to actually get funding for use of rooms and etc.
Yeah, that's usually the thing that I see on in like anime, the anime shows.
弓道部か。
I have 3 acquaintances in the archery club. One is Ayako, the person before me right now, and the other 2 are people I barely talk to. And for one of those 2, the word acquaintance doesn't really suffice. I became friends with Ayako because I've been watching the archery club from afar.
そうね。様子を見るだけなら付き合うわ。早く来すぎたからやることもないし。
よし、じゃあ善は急げ。早速行こう。
Yay, archery club! The impressive arching range is one of our school's outstanding aspects. Perhaps the director is just interested in archery, but the range is much too fancy for a mere school club.
ほらほら、まだ開始まで時間があるし、中でお茶しようぜ、遠坂。
Wow, favoritism in this school?
No. Impossible.
Impossible. Happy about something, Ayako drags me in by the hand. It's a bad habit of hers. She talks like a guy when she's expressing her true feelings. Man, if I had more viewers, I would just directly say, that doesn't mean that she's actually a dude, it just means that her manner of speaking is different.
Yeah.
Ah. Hey Omega, how you doing? Welcome to the Sunday Book Club.
Hell yeah.
Where we're currently going through Fate's Day. What did I just miss?
Pretty much nothing. Just Rin had all her clocks be an hour too fast, so she's to school early. And that's about it. Nothing has happened yet.
No, not much. Just a little bit of exposition, blah blah blah. Anyway.
We didn't even get stabbed yet.
Yeah, wait. What do you mean we didn't get stabbed yet?
Don't worry about it.
Alright. There's no one in here. While sipping hot tea, we prepare for today's class. The tea tastes really good in this open winter environment.
さて、単刀直入に聞くけど、そっちの調子はどうなのよ、遠坂。いい加減頼りになる相棒は見つかった？
Shit, congrats. Arkham City is really fun.
Hey! So, as there's no one else around, Ayako comes straight out and asks me a ridiculous question. What do you mean ridiculous question? Is this like a high school prom going on or something?
ほんと、いきなり本題に入るのね、あなたは。その言いぶりだと、そっちはもう見つけたんだ。
ノーコメント。遠坂が手を沸かすまではこっちも秘密さ。で、どうなのよ。その疲れた顔を見ると脈ありって感じだけど。
こっちもノーコメント。あなたに隠してもどうせ見抜かれるか。残念ながらこっちはまだよ。綾子の方はお互いのんびりしてる余裕はないはずだけど。
そうなんだけど、私も雲行きは怪しいわ。とりあえず取り繕うことはできるけど、ことがことでしょ。この先の命運がかかってるんだから。だき。
Personally,
勝手に決めて私に負けるのも嫌。
It's really nice, especially with the director's cut now being available on PC.
Alright, it is out on PC.
もちろん。私にとって重要なのはあんたを任すことだもの。
She laughs boldly.
似た者同士ね、私たち。
What kind of competition are you talking about?
ええ、初めて会った時に言ったでしょ。あんたとはそういう関係にあるんだって。
I first thought it was just some sort of dance, but now I'm just like, what the? Is this like a sports event? Actually, didn't. I was certainly surprised when our first meeting she said, we'll probably end up with a kill or be killed relationship. Is Ayako gonna have one of those, like, heroes on her own?
Well, I guess you'll have to just wait and see.
Or in other words, unless we go all out against each other, we'll never really be friends. I agree with her on that. That's why we had a friend of foe relationship for 2 years.
ところでさ、私たちなんでこんな話してるんだっけ？
なんでって、
I mean, it's really awkward because we're not even the main character yet.
Yeah, I was wondering a little bit about that. Why are we not the main character?
あんたがいつまでも彼氏がいないのは女としてどうよなんてこぼすもんだから。なら3年になる前にどっちが先に男作るかって勝負になったんじゃない。
So they're essentially competing about the getting a boyfriend first.
Yeah.
そうだった。
God damn
売り
it.
言葉に買い言葉ってやつだった。で、
And here I thought it was there's something
一日以内になるん
important.
だっけ？
You know, let me just. Okay, just lower the voice a little bit. There we go.
今時子供でも交わさない約束だけど、あんたと私に限って往生際が悪いってことはないでしょ。どんな結果になろうと、負けた方はおとなしく勝者に従うことになる。それを思うと私は今から楽しみで。
Ayaka laughs. Honestly, she's so serious about this. Mitsusuri, yeah, Ayako is such a difficult person to deal with. So I can't wait to beat Ayaka either, so neither of us are people you want to deal with.
そうけど三辻さん、楽しむのは結構だけど目的を違えないよう気をつけなさい。
わかってるって。遠坂より早く遠坂が心底羨ましがるような関係にならないと完全勝利とは言えないからね。
You know, for some reason I'm feeling a little bit sorry for their future boyfriends.
Listen, it's a high bar, that's for sure. But at least they are not, just get a boyfriend. It's more so, hey, it has to be a good one.
That's good. Currently trying to do some on the fly audio balancing. So as she says, this match rather than hating men, I think she just didn't have a chance. But that aside,
ちょっと、私たちって何よ、私たちって。断っておきますけど、私はそっちと違って冷血感じゃありません。男の子を好きになるなんて問題でも何でもないわ。
ああ、それ嘘。もしくは気づいていないだけ。遠坂が男を気にかけるなんてことは絶対ないもの。
I bet I can change that through the main character. Hey!
Once we get to unlimited later.
God damn it, that's 2 games away.
Technically just one.
Okay, 1 game away.
あんたは男に興味がないってことよ。
発想が貧困ね。その場合、すでに好きな相手がいるから断ってるって話もありじゃない？
うわ、すっごい美談。いいね、そういうの。ロマンだな。
Ayako not seriously, not making fun of me. Her side says, would it be nice if that was the case? Jeez. I really can't keep anything from her.
そうね。私もそう思う。
Well, it's exactly as she says. I know myself how cold I am.
認めるわ。
I can't believe that Rin Tosaka is a femcel.
Damn.
そういうこと。似た者同士だって言ったの遠坂でしょ。って、もうじき7時か。
I mean, if you think about it, this is just all this boils down to.
Yeah.
いつ人がやってくるかわからないし、朝になったら学生らしく振る舞わないとな。
まあ、三辻さんにもそういう世間体があったなんて意外だわ。ええ、これだけでも早起きした甲斐があったみたい。
Wait, hold on. What does she mean by you should act like proper student? I thought proper students were all about gossiping with each other about this kind of stuff.
No. Studying prim and proper. This is Japanese prim and proper.
Oh, right. And God forbid if anyone catches you holding hand with someone.
Listen, as a woman in Japan, you have to study, you have to be great, and then as soon as you get married, you become a mother at home, not thinking about your career. But until then, you have to work hard.
I'll of course. Ayaka gives an exaggerated sigh. Both of the tea she made are now empty. It's my turn to make it.
で、遠坂はどうして部活に入らないのよ。運動神経がないなんてされごとは聞かないからね。私は去年の体力測定でことごとくあんたに負けたのまだ恨んでるんだから。
あら、 肺活量では三辻さんに負けたわよ、私。あと、体重も三辻さんのが上だったけど。
Ooh, that's a slight burn.
やったー、重さで3キロ上回った。
Okay, she took it as a positive. Good for her.
って体
あ
重で勝っても嬉しくないってのよ。
I spoke too soon. That. What the? What the hell did I accidentally press?
Hmm?
No, I think I.
Oh, scroll wheel.
Oh, okay. So it's just be able to.
It's the log, basically.
危ない。
Plus, if you press the speaker, you can play the lines again.
出身なんだから道場は大事になさい。
うるさい。私は首相である前に遠坂のライバルだ。
And as a rival, I gained the right to just slam things around.
部員がいなけりゃあんたに口かかるのは当然よ。
I could lose if we with narrowed eyes. This girl has her own sense of beauty and she always says, beautiful people will have to do some kind of martial arts. I mean, she's not wrong. But I would extend that to the people should at least try martial arts. Any kind.
Yep. Completely agree. I am genuinely jealous of, like, some Japanese schools having archery as a club at schools. Like, that sounds fucking dope as hell.
Yeah, I actually got to try out archery at a range once. So, and it was fun.
Like, doing it weekly, or even more than weekly, just sounds like a fun thing to do
Oh,
compared to a lot of other sports clubs.
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know, it could also be, you know, you want what you can't have, etc., etc.
Yeah. We should never disobey regardless of gender. Oh, Jesus. What? If you disobey her, she's just gonna pull out her bow and arrow and just shoot you?
あら、
Yeah?
部員がいなければ首相じゃないなんて
Or, you know,
問
just
題発言じゃ
smack you
ない
with
さ。
her strong ass arms.
Ah, yeah, fair.
問題発言なもんですか。私はお飾りの首相だから、できることって言ったら不良部員を取り締まることだけよ。私以上にしゃがりっぱなやつがいるんだから、首相としての面目なんてないわ。
そうなの？
うん。
藤村先生、三辻さんは飛び抜けてうまいって言ってたけど。
あの人がそう言うんなら、そりゃ少しは自信が持てるけど、まあ、いなくなっちまったやつのことなんて考えても仕方ないか。そうね。藤村先生がそう言ってくれたんなら、真面目に首相やんないとまずいか。
Hey, Korak! Yeah, how you doing? Welcome to the book club.
Yeah, welcome. We got, not really tea. I got, excuse me, let me just...
Hmm?
I don't know, I think my microphone actually doesn't pick it up. I just cracked open a can of Monster. Delicious.
You know, I think I should just open my can of Monster. I still haven't opened it.
Oh hell yeah, and you have fucking Mango Loco. Fucking one of the best flavors there are.
Yeah, let's see if my mic will pick up the opening.
Man, it's really disappointing. I can't fucking believe that we legitimately have just good microphones so it doesn't fucking pick it up. Oh.
Apparently, Arskry forgot about the cans. I think he meant specifically your cans.
What? I'm sorry, I am now up to 56 cans of Monster in my house.
Oh man, this was actually tasty.
Yeah, Mango Loco is really fucking good.
Now I understand why. Yeah, my friend buys like entire batches of these like you do.
Karen does not drink any. She barely drinks coffee, to be honest.
そろそろ部員がやってくる頃でしょ
But at the same time, she like can fall asleep whenever she wants. So jealous.
Yeah. When you're talking about Arch Creed, this is the perfect type of game to be hopped out on energy drinks.
Listen, this is the high intense gameplay right here. We're gaming hardcore right now.
見てもわからないもの。遠くから眺める分にはいいけどね。不心得者が道場にいるわけにはいかないでしょ。
PlayStation game recommendations to Plaid to go. Ratchet and Clank games are fun. And their platinums outside of the speed trials aren't that, bothersome. They're just kind of fun.
Oh, wait, hold up. We have a new character.
Meet the other love interest.
Wait, so both of these are love interest?
No. You're currently playing as one of the love interests.
Oh.
And on the left is another one from the Heavensfield route.
Ayako, the one on the right, is just background character?
Yeah, more or less, yeah. She honestly has a lot of speaking lines for
background. Yeah,
it's kind of actually impressive.
Yeah,
Usually they don't even try voicing those in visual novels.
Yeah, I was thinking that there's. I started thinking there's no way that this is just a background character for her because she has so many speaking lines.
And yeah.
それじゃあ失礼するわ。また後でね、三辻さん。
ああ、また後でね、登坂。
お疲れ様です、登坂先輩。
She's one of those characters. Okay.
ありがとう。
I mean, she's the best way that I can compare her to something that you've watched Naruto, right? Or read Naruto.
You're talking about Hinata?
Yeah, she's Hinata.
Yeah, Tosaka. Ohayo.
Oh, well, we got our first dude. Or, well, technically a second dude, but first dude that we are interacting with.
Man, that's generous calling him a dude. This is the shit stain on humanity in people form.
Mm-hmm.
おはよう、マト君。今日は早いのね。
当たり前だろ。首相なんだから。早めに来ないと1年に示しがつかない。
See, like there's villains that people like because they're just cool and shit.
And they're nicely written.
Yeah, he's decently written. He's well written. It's just he's written as a fucking piece of shit.
Of course. This smiling guy is Mato Shinji, you're of Class 2C. He's the vice captain of the archery club and owner of the hearts of half the girls in this school. Oh, he's the typical playboy, the type of the person. Kind of an idol, good looking, good grades, sociable, and kind to girls. Which means that he has one hell of a dark side that he doesn't show anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not too well informed in such areas. I only heard all this from my classmates. Ooh, the rumor mill.
そう。ご機嫌なところ悪いんだけど、一文字抜けてるわ、マト君。大事な字だから忘れない方がいいと思うけど。
一文字抜けてるって。
He missed the vice part of vice captain.
幸福の福。字は違うけど響きは一緒でしょ、副首相さん。気をつけなさい。別に首相も副首相も変わらないけど、変に意識するとこだわってるみたいに聞こえるでしょ。
Ha ha ha! He didn't like that.
そうだね。今後は気をつける。ありがとう、登坂。
Those dots there, those dots symbolizes him thinking, I'm about to choke a bitch.
お礼を言われるようなことはしてないけど、まあマト君がそう思ったのなら私には関係ないか。
Bidding him goodbye, I leave the range.
ちょっと待てよ。見学に来たんだろ。なら見ていけばいいじゃないか。遠坂なら大歓迎だ。
But don't have him disappear then reappear like that.
遠慮するわ。練習の邪魔をしたくないもの。
It's to symbolize you like turning away from him and him like calling back to you.
You're not fair.
だから邪魔をする気はないって言ってるでしょ。それに私別に弓道に興味が知らないやつのシャを見ても嬉しくないわ。
なんだよ遠坂。弓道に興味はなかったのか。
Don't you dare imply it, dude.
へえ。だっていうのに放課後になると遠くから見てたのはそういうわけかな。
Imply what? I'm sorry.
Yep, that's it. He's making a big misunderstanding here. A misunderstanding that yeah. So what route are we on? I don't think we haven't started any routes.
Since this is Réalta Nua, I believe we have no choice but to play through Fate first. As much as I would like to immediately go into the best route. But hey, we will see. If things have changed and it no longer locks you into canonical order of clearing the routes.
Ah! Dude, I need you to back the fuck away from me.
He's so friendly and nice, prim and proper, and perfect grades and all that.
I don't care. Personal space, buddy. Or I will make the personal space by stabbing you.
離れてくれないかしら、マト君。私、あまり人に近寄られるのは好きじゃないし。
Oh. I already finished my monster. Oh well.
It goes down quickly.
Oh, that's us. That smile tells me that he's just not having it. If he's offended.
趣味じゃないけど仕方ないか。簡単にあなたにも理解できるように言ってあげる。
What? Arscreep, what do you mean how? I just drank it normally.
It's half a liter of liquid.
If I were to chug it, I would have drinking it. It would have been finished 5 seconds after I opened it if I had chugged it.
I mean, it's mango loco. Mango loco is just juice. It feels very juice-like. So
Yeah. But you can understand. Ouch!
いい、マト君。私は弓道に興味がない以上にあなたに興味はないって言ってるのよ。実際、あなたが車上に。
Ah, here comes the burns.
きっとこれからも目に入らないわ。
This is a good look on him. Fucking asshole. Uh-oh. Rin, I think it's time to bring out the knife.
Listen, he's about to say a slur.
Oh no! Wait, if he's about to say a slur, we don't have anyone in the Twitch police here, right? Right? Okay, good. Good, I'm not gonna get banned if this is shown on the screen. So how would the series change if it was female Chiro? Oh, I'm pretty damn certain that the people would be kind of cheering the female hero on. No, that despite it being is equally creepy. Jeez,
See,
he really is
I
awesome.
can't fucking type in the whole thing. I will just type in this. That's just what people would fucking insinuate the entire time. Internet.
If he was just a little bit more mature, he wouldn't be so much trouble for the people around him. I mean, he's an entitled person. What do you expect from him? Oh, so, okay, we're inside the school building now. It's past 7 if I can't see anyone in the hallway.
It's amazing how these fucking backgrounds are used to this day by other visual novels because people can't fucking afford to make new ones.
Wait, you're telling me that these backgrounds are reused in visuals novel?
Yeah. People to this day fucking just use the Fate Stay backgrounds.
Okay, that's funny.
Oh, there she is, the best girl. Unachievable best girl.
Man, this kind of makes me appreciate the Persona 5 for allowing us to date Kawakami sensei, or the teacher.
It's not even about her being a teacher. She's just
Wholesome.
nice. Thankfully, she is there during the route and everything, so you get to meet her, and she's great.
Yay! Yeah, Bryn, it's called flipping the bird.
あるわよ。1年生はちゃんと挨拶してくれるんだけどね。上級生になってくると私の名字で挨拶しないんだから。遠坂さんはああいう輩の真似しちゃダメだからね。
Right, I forgot that in Japanese they kind of go mostly by the last names and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's if you're very friendly with somebody, then you use their name. Otherwise, you use their surname.
Which is kind of weird to me as a Swede, because here we just call everyone by the first name.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't worked with enough Swedes to know about like the business side of things. I know, like, globally, you also tend to refer to people by their surnames in like very business like scenarios, but outside of those, it usually is first name.
Yeah. The one thing that I think, I read this somewhere like a little while ago that there are some Americans that are kind of doing the the thing where they learn that we just call our professors by their first names, so at the university, and not just saying doctor or anything. Yeah, it's just hey Jacob, how you doing? So, what? You should call him doctor. No, he's just Jacob.
Well, okay, so like throughout elementary to like high school, yeah, no, like you call them by first name, maybe like Mr. Professor, etc., but like usually first names. But in universities, it's implied that you should technically refer to them by the titles. There is a few of them that prefer to be called by name, but usually it's just polite to call them by the title. Given how hard it is to get one, I kind of understand it, but I still don't like it.
Also, oh, apparently the teacher knows how to fight.
Yup.
Though that's a bit strange. Wouldn't a tiger normally be feared, not respected? It depends. Apparently a good mood, Fujimura-sensei heads for the archery range. For some reason, she's in charge of the archery club and not the kendo club. Hey, nothing says that you can't be good at two things. Okay, almost 7:30. Some tea. Hey, look at this. We have this serious dude.
Generic glasses studios guy. There he is.
There he is.
あら生徒会長
Yeah, the
Template.
student president. Hey.
Oh man, all the stereotypes rolled into one. Let's go.
Let's go.
そういうお前こそ何を企んでいる。部活動もしていないお前がこんな早くに何の用か。
Oh, are we gonna get a sprite for him where he basically just does the glasses thing?
I don't remember. I don't think so. But
Damn it!
I just remembered what the fucking point of the prologue is and why it's written in this way. Because okay, so like essentially I believe everybody in the stream, you included, knows that, you know, the actual protagonist is Shiro.
Yeah.
So the funny thing about that is that the entirety of the prologue basically does not engage with Shiro nearly at all. So it's just kind of a twist where you get past the prologue and then you're finally Shiro. That's why it's from Rin's perspective the entire way through the prologue.
私が帰宅部だって知ってるでしょ竜斗くんは
Like writing wise, it's kind of neat, but now that like everybody
なら私に
knows,
聞くまでもないでしょなんだ
it's
って
just
そんなことを聞くか知らないけど生徒会の仕事を
I played Uncharted. It's a fine game. It's
Yeah.
nothing spectacular,
No.
but it's pretty alright. I think Platinum might be rough because you need to do multiplayer shit.
Yeah, don't you also have to do like some sort of like speedrun thing, like clearing the game in a specific amount of time?
Possibly.
I do know of one speedrunning tactic from the first game, which I used to skip the certain segments, which is essentially just be able to glitch through any like gate and such thing.
情報収集は一人でやりなさいよ私みたいな部外者に頼らないで
たわけお前のどこが部外者だうちの会計の首根っこ掴んで悪さをしたのを知らぬと思ったがこのメギツネ
Ooh, evil deeds.
あら人聞きが悪いわねあれは三辻さんに頼まれて部費の割合を明らかにしただけでしょみんなの予算がどこに使われているか調べるなんて生徒として当然の行為だと思うけど
I mean, she making a good point.
なんとうちの会計を1週間休ませた精神的ダメージが当然の行為なのかとんでもない倫理観をお持ちのようだな相変わらず
Okay, Rain, I'm gonna need to know what the hell did you do to this dude?
あなたもね部下の手綱ぐらいちゃんと握ってなさい文化系ばかりひいきするのはフェアじゃないわ
分かっているだからこそ俺の手で不正を正したかったのだが
伊勢修理終わったぞ
What the? Well, is he like the vice president?
No, he just helps.
Oh, okay.
と
Also, hey, it's
今度の
us.
はこっちなのに
Is that Shiro?
任せきりに
That's
してしまっ
Shiro.
た許せ
Hey, we finally got to see ourselves.
そんなこと気にするな。で、次はどこだよ。
ああ、次は視聴覚室だ。前から調子が悪かったそうなんだ。
天寿全うしてたら直せないだろ。買い直した方が早いぞ。
そうなんだが、一応見てくれると助かる。俺から見れば臨終だが、お前から見れば仮病かもしれん。
Essentially what the student president here is saying is, just fucking do it.
そうか。
Just do it because I told you to.
At least give it a try.
And with that, he leaves. Was that supposed to be a greeting? The student who the president called the Emiya leaves quickly. Emiya, that would be Emiya the Shiro. We're from class 2C.
それはいいんだけどさ。
How can I put it? I just think it's hard to tell whether a guy who looks at home holding a wrench is useful or scary. I mean, it could be both. It's 7:30 in the morning, there's no one in class 2A. I sit at my desk and work on a few math problems. There's 30 minutes until homeroom. I guess I'll just be bored until my classmates arrive. Well, ain't that the mood? Oh, well, we fast forward to lunch break.
Yep.
Our school has a cafeteria, but you know what? Just make me fucking. Let me just load of goddamn sound effects. But how to stay in the classroom? Actually, most of the ones who stay are girls. The cafeteria food is rather roughly made, so girls tend to dislike it, and as a result... Oh, wow, wow! I was not prepared for the sprite to be moving as if they were just nervously walking up to me.
Animation. Flawless. Absolutely
Flawless.
Visual novel.
Girls end up eating lunch together like this.
ありがとう、三枝さん。けどごめんなさい。私今日は学食なんです。今朝は寝過ごしてしまってお弁当を作る余裕がなかったものですから。あ、いや、そうなんですか。ごめんなさい。そうとも知らず呼び止めてしまって。私、余計なことしましたね。
Speaking of Uncharted, I should probably just give the movie a try, even though it seems like they got very little details right.
I can't believe that they made Nathan Drake even more of a twig than he is in the game.
we thought it was impossible, but Hollywood proved us wrong. Look, Dunk as if apology. She's one of the columnists in a class full of college students, and a kind person cares about me for some reason.
余計なことだなんてそんなことはありません。今日はたまたまだから気にしないで。また明日これに懲りず声をかけてください。
I'm guessing this one is just a background character too, because she looks way too bland.
Yeah, I don't believe anything really happens with her.
I smile at her from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, from Rin's cold-hearted heart.
あ、はい。でも遠坂さんでも寝過ごすことがあるんですね。
My smile must have relaxed her as she returns it with her own. Her smile is cute. Man, Rin, just way different interaction from the douchebag vice captain outside, huh? Okay, let's see how much I'm gonna butcher this. Saikusa Yukika-san isn't the most beautiful person, but her smile warms the hearts of everyone around her.
ええ、そうなんです。
You're alright.
なん
You're
とかご
doing
まかして
fine.
ますけど、
Don't worry about it.
本当は寝ぼすけなんですよ、私。部活だって朝起きられないから入ってないんです。
Her expression reveals her surprise. What do you mean reveals surprise? Shouldn't this be known throughout the school by now? But her presence really relaxes me. I can't just have fun talking. If I keep talking to people like this, I'm bound to reveal my true self.
それじゃあ食堂に行ってきます。三枝さんもごゆっくり。はい、遠坂さんも。
When she says one goodbye, she returns to her group of girls.
Listen, she has to, focus on being a magi. Be prepared. Can't fucking let anybody in on the secret.
The secret Holy Grail War.
Exactly.
With Makidera-san and the Himuru's that son. Oh yeah, Saigusa-san is the manager of the track team. Of course she is. Makidera and Himuro-san are the track team's hopefuls. Now Makidera is a friend I sometimes go window shopping with. I don't know Himuro-san that well.
振られたね、
あ
ゆきっち。だから言ったでしょ。遠坂は弁当持ってこないって。釣りたかったらあいつの分も飯用意しないとね。
That's a very classical track girl look.
マキ、それは私たちも食堂に移動すればいいだけの話では。
How do you fit in the track team?
ダメダメ、食堂は狭いんだから。弁当組が座れるスペースなんてねっての。それに遠坂と同席してみなさい。男どもの視線がうざいのなんの。
Man, we're just gathering all the cliches here.
Yeah.
前の休みだってさ、二人で遊びに行ったのにあいつだけ得しちゃってさ。やだよね、美人を鼻にかけた優等生は。
Oh man, that animation though.
君の陰口は遠坂城に聞こえているようだが。
In contrast to Megadera's loudness, the humor is the cool stereotype.
やべ、遠坂に聞かれた。ゲゲ、めっちゃ睨んでるじゃん。あい。別に遠坂さん、マキちゃんを睨んでなんかないと思うけど。睨んでんだよ、あれ。あいつは笑ってる時が一番怖いんだから。
Yeah, yes, just bring out how you bought her food. The knowledge that this girl's hobby is collecting wind chimes just shows that the world is far too complex. I mean, they sound nice. Anyway, it's not good for the Saigusa-san to keep watching this. She's panicking seeing Makidera continue talking bad about me.
気にしないでいいのよ、最後。それと牧寺さん、おごらされたのは私で、品物はたい焼きではなくクレープでした。無意識に事実を改ざんする悪癖。マジ怖え、あの笑顔。
Ah, of course. Of course, we need to throw into the cliche thing of changing the facts.
Man, I swear I know people like that. Like, they don't even do it maliciously. They just straight up just like change remember shit completely wrong.
大差ないじゃんか、たい焼きもクレープも。どっちも甘いの、皮で包んでるんだからさ。
Okay, I may not know much about like food in Japan, but I think crepes and the taiyaki is different enough.
Yeah, one is like fish shaped, the other one is pancakes.
Like, there's what are the ones no girl should ever speak. Oh.
焼きとクレープが同じですって
Wait. The world turned negative. Shit is going down. Shit is going down. Is she really a girl? All sweets the same to her? Perhaps she just have a very convenient taste buds that can't tell a 500 yen crepe from an 80 yen taiyaki. But why you? I could have saved the 420. Please it. Yen if I just bought you taiyaki to begin with.
何本気で悔しがってるんだ私
Dude, Rin, I completely understand that type of madness. I've had that type of madness several times.
Me paying for an expensive dinner and Karen just saying, "Man, we could have gotten chicken nuggets." And I'm just like,
But man, fuck.
oh.
We are we gonna have a classic rooftop scene? Gone near it in wintertime. It's too cold to eat, but that's a small price to pay for being able to eat without worrying about other people.
さてとりあえずご飯
I started my tomato sandwich and hot lemon drink. It's a simple lunch, but the taste is much improved in this peace and quiet. I finished my sandwich and my hot lemon drink. I'm a bit
Get
tired.
it? You're a loner.
Yeah,
Loser.
Yeah, I kinda got that feeling too. It's like, yeah, we get it. You're a loner. You like being alone. God damn. It's a difficult balance being a good student while trying not to be too social. It's my vanity. No, my conviction that I must be #1 both academically and physically. If I'm to be a student, I want to be the best, and it's unthinkable for me to dishonor the Tosaka name. So that's why I'm a perfect student, flawless in all aspects. That kind of means that you're also boring. But at the same time, I also have a dangerous job as the Magus, so I shouldn't associate with normal people. Normally, any Magus that identity discovered has no choice but to eliminate the witness. I don't want to do that. Yeah, you really don't want this to turn into a US situation where you have to go in and shoot up the school.
Oh.
And just waiting until I get banned for that joke. So inevitably, my social life has become a shallow one. I only hang out with Makidera on weekends, and I try to refuse invitation from friendly people like Saigusa-san. Even though I'm the best honor student in school, I live trying not to become too important to anyone. Though sometimes my time like this makes me think that this life is rather boring. No shit.
もう時間か
You don't say.
You don't say. I finished my hot lemon drink and stand up. Jesus Christ, you could just say you finished your drink. I get this hot lemon.
See, that's one of the writing quirks. It's overly specific about certain things and fixates about certain things,
Ugh.
like mollusks.
Ugh. I should stop drowning in sentimentality and go back to being the usual Toshaka Rin once I go down the stair. Oh, something interrupted her.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nothing
really
Oh, nope, it was just fast forward.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, the teacher just kind of looks evil. Or stern, at least. Finish daily report check. 2A's homeroom teacher exits after repeating his usual line. As far as I know, this line hasn't changed all year.
Oh yeah, for the routine. Let's go.
Yeah.
The day is over. Get it the fuck out, kids.
Yeah.
Let me go home.
Yeah, kid, get the hell out. I want to go home.
迷惑をかけてしまったかしら
At least you kids get to go home.
別に マトウが下級生をいびるのはいつものことだし、あれはあれでいい精神鍛錬になるよ。
そう、よかった。じゃあこの埋め合わせはまた今度。
Good mental training. I wouldn't be surprised if he decided to use the bow and arrow to just start shooting students through the windows.
はいはい。これに懲りず、また寄っていってちょうだい。
We are so close to the game finally beginning, technically. So close.
So
yet so
close.
far.
I head straight home. Once I leave school, Tosaka Rin is no longer a student. The rest of the day is not for myself as a student. Instead, I must become a Magnus of the Tosaka family. Okay, interruption. Or fast forward. Ah yeah, fast forward. Back in my house, I'm greeted by the blinking light on my answering machine.
留守電なんて珍しいな。相手は
Oh shit, right, I forgot we're 2 days ago, not 1 day ago. Right?
Alright. Give me later, we would listen. When I press play, but I hear from your voice. But tomorrow is the deadline.
残る席はあと2つだ。早々にマスターを揃えねばならん。
This priest shows no mercy as he gets right to the point.
マスターの権利を放棄するというのなら、今日中に連絡しろ。
Liar, someone like you would be able to arrange a substitute in no
お
time.
前にはすでに0時の兆しが現れているのだ。さっさとサーバントを召喚し、0時を開け。
The fuck you mean open the command spell?
もっとも、聖杯戦争に参加しないというのならば話は別だ。
Do it.
He's telling me I'm to fight, I should get ready by today, and if I'm not gonna fight, I'm an ice or should just try quick.
言われなくても分かってるわよ。
Well, it can't be helped. Today is as late as the deadline can be extended. Fortunately, I was able to decode Father's will last time. My preparation already. All that remains is, yes, obtaining the qualification to enter this fight.
聖杯戦争。
Gotta get the servant, otherwise you can't take part.
何百年も前から伝わってきた聖杯の儀式。
The Magi who participate in the Holy Grail will all called masters. This is not so much as rank, rather indicates one who is in control. The requirement to enter the Holy Grail War, that is to summon a familiar called a servant and to form a contract with it. No matter how great a magus a person is, one is not considered a master until he has a servant under him. Servants are being very different from normal familiars. The methods of summoning and controlling them are different as well. A magus planning to enter the Holy Grail War usually prepares a candidate to summon one, but
ほんと、父さんもセイバーにゆかりのものを残してくれればよかったのに。
I don't have anything with any connection. I can summon a servant. If I wanted to, I could summon one right now and form a contract. The town's sacred ground is under our jurisdiction. As the daughter of the Tosaka family, which has protected this town through the generation, I will not lose to Magi for elsewhere. With that said, I guess you can't go out to sea without a compass. Or perhaps I should say things are completely unplanned.
サーバントはシンボルによって引き寄せられる。強力なサーバントを呼び出したいのなら、そのサーバントにゆかりのあるものが必要不可欠なのだ。
I mean, the pendant, maybe? It burns some valuable non-belief.
父さんの遺言に期待してたんだけどな。
This is one of the best artifacts in its class. It's away. It's great, but it won't help me summon a servant.
いいわよ。そんなものに頼らなくたってなんとかなるわ。そもそも。
Alright, I decide. I don't want to make Kyrie complain more by postponing it any longer. It's not. They like me to wait until the last second.
It's basically, she just wants a very specific servant, and she can't target it without having something of worth to that servant.
Hmm.
And the best she's got is just shitloads of mana.
Right too. This is the best time for my magical energy. The peak of my magical energy is at exactly 2 in the morning. Why?
Everybody has their moment, I guess.
消去の中に大挙。大挙の
Oh, summoning circle. Everything into the floor in the basement. You don't need a large scale summon the servant. Servants are called forth by the Holy Grail. As the Master's priority is to keep the servant in this world and supply it with enough magical energy to substantiate, the Holy Grail take care of the summoning.
It's basically you're showing how much mana you have on hand that you're able to feed the servant in a sense.
Ah, okay.
So more mana, stronger servant. Very simple.
Mm.
I do appreciate explaining of magic systems.
I get that sometimes when like a movie or a game just says that, well, we're using this type of magic for this. How does that magic work? It just does. Like, oh, come on. At least try to bullshit me.
Setting up rules is important because it creates both limitations and also really hype moments where for some odd reason you break those rules or bend those rules, then it gets exciting. Just being like, it's magic is dumb because then you're just like not really excited about the things happening.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest proponent of that is probably Magical Index. That shit is all about explaining its fucking rules of the world. I really need to get into that series completely at some point.
That's the one that has like the a certain railgun anime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I watched through that one. I haven't watched Magical Index, but I did watch that site.
But yeah, that one is very much so focused on explaining its magical rules and etc.
Yeah. He's no longer a human. I shall become a tool to attach mystic powers. I am melting from my fingertips. No, I'm being filled from my fingertips. The mana I'm taking in is so concentrated that the original sense of my body is being repainted. So being filled is the same as being destroyed. Energy from the air is absorbed by my body, so can circuit and transform into different form of magical energy. The body of Mag is much more than a circuit.
Oh cool, this explains circuits. Thank fucking god.
A circuit to connect the spiritual into the real. We call the result of this the many mystical occurrences it has made real magic. My body is burning hot. An illusion of myself growing horns. An illusion of wings growing out on my back. An illusion of scales forming on my hands. What? Is she just turning into a dragon or something? A sensation of being in water. I start to sweat. Stab, stab. Swords are driven into my body. This is pain caused by my human body rejecting itself as the magic circuit. No matter how great a magus you are, a human is human. This pain was the result as long as people use magic in the human body. The circulation. That lies the place of connection. Right. Stardust when it's shown to help me, as a result, violates my nerves even more. The heart is the man name like blood. If there is the burn in iron, then the magic grace itself is like a nerve made of thorns. Centipede. Oh, wait. Unlock a quick changes in scenery. Our sword turned into fixed magic. And now, I've only emptied out the mana within me to move the engine called the summoning circle.
告げる。汝の身は我が元に。我が命運は汝の権威。聖杯のゆるべに従い、この一歩。
Oh, look at the animation work here. Vision closes. The fifth element, said to be unperceivable human eyes, is before me. So in fear of being broken by it, vision shuts itself down.
誓いをここに。我は常世すべての善となるもの。我は常世すべての悪を敷くもの。汝三代の言霊をまといしつける。抑止の輪より鍛え。天秤の守り手よ。
Is your summon random? In the sense of in-world, yes. You can direct it and try to force it if you have mana to spare and artifacts that belonged to said hero or being that you're trying to summon. But it's not guaranteed. And from gameplay perspective here, no, it's completely fixed because it's a book.
Yeah.
In Fate Stay Extra, you get to choose one of three.
Nothing's nothing. There's no change. I raged out that much ether and nothing has formed. And on top of that, I hear an explosion in the living room. I run. I keep running without thinking. I run up to the basement stairs into the living room. But even I pushed and pulled. Crash like, oh, well, she has enough strength to kick the door open. The instant I walk into the living room, I understand everything. This is a big mess. It's full of rubble that must have fallen from the ceiling, and there's one man sitting on it, the cockling.
There he is, the best boy.
Without a doubt, that's the cause of this mess. But there's one thing more important than that. The wall clock is still taking away time, having escaped destruction. That reminds me. Yeah, that's right. Come to think of it, every clock in my house was an hour early yesterday for some reason. In other words, it's 1 in the morning right now. There's an actual 1 more hour until my magical energy has its peak. Oh no! Do I have one hereditary curse? That is to make the biggest mistakes at the most important times. Dude, I think most people, if not everyone, has that curse. I'm mad at my own stupidity. Still irritated, I glare at the man sitting there like he's important.
開口一番それか。これはまたとんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
The man in red gives an exaggerated shrug. Maybe I'm the most unlucky of all, he adds. I do declare, this guy has a twisted personality. This would be the servant? Since they call it a familiar, I thought it was something shapeless, but this is human life. No, that's wrong. Just standing here, I can tell this thing has an outrageous amount of magical energy. Don't be fooled by its appearance. This is certainly an existence far beyond the human, a ghost that has reached the level of spirits as a human. I can't be overwhelmed forever. That thing is mine. Wow! Imagine if the genders were reversed. People would be all over this shit.
Listen, this is still a very popular franchise. I'm pretty sure we're doing just fine.
Oh, it's great. My curse is that nothing goes right the first time, regardless how much work I put in. I think that's a common curse, Arscreed.
Hey, can you buy me 2 lottery tickets?
Yeah.
それはこちらが聞きたいな。君こそ私のマスターなのか？ここまで乱暴な召喚は初めてでね。正直 状況がつかめない。
私だって初めてよ。そういう質問は却下するわ。
そうか。だが私が召喚された時に君は目の前にいなかった。これはどういうことなのか説明してくれ。
Did he get somewhere in the living room because there was not enough room in the basement?
ひな鳥じゃあるまいし、目を開けた時にしか
Partially
主を
because
決
she
められ
fucked
ないな
up,
んて冗談は
partially
やめてよ
because
ね。
Archer is weird.
Very vague response. I cannot tell if he's angry at my complaint or impressed at how correct I
まあ
am.
いいわ。私が聞いているのはね、あなたが他
It's
の
more or
誰でも
less
ない
she fucked
こ
up
の
the
私
summoning.
のサーバントかってことだけよ。
His voice sounds like the word fuck.
それをはっきりさせない以上、他の質問に答える義務はないわ。
召喚に失敗しておいてそれか。この場合、他にいろいろと言うべきことがあると思うのだが。
そんなのないわよ。主従関係は一番初めにはっきりさせておくべきものだもの。
The servant raises his brow. Perhaps because it was an imperfect summon, this guy seemed to try to hide his dissatisfaction with me.
主従関係ははっきりさせておくか。なあ、確かにその意見には賛成だ。どちらが強者で、どちらが弱者なのか、明確にしておく。
Oh shit, you can actually hear the people scream in the background.
All good.
And yeah, it seems like my sister is here with my niece. Oh well. There's immediately lays on the rubble.
どちらが弱者かですって。
ああ、私もサーバントだ。呼ばれたからには主従関どちらがより優れたものか、共に戦うにふさわしい相手かを測るのは別になる。さて、その件でいくと。
Hold on.
Yep, true. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh yeah, also, are you getting the same vibes that I always get here with, man, it sure feels like fucking Ichigo and his Holo Ichi.
Yeah. Yeah, I do get a little bit of that feeling.
It's nice.
Oh, okay.
I think you're good.
Yeah, I think that. I think I'm good. I just had to increase the noise gate a little bit higher.
Yeah. The servant grins.
He smashes my house, and that attitude like his king makes me angry enough. But now he asks me if I'm worthy to be a master?
あなたの意見なんて聞いてないわ。
He ain't wrong
私
though.
が聞いているのは、あなたが私のサーバントかどうかってことだけよ。
I stare straight at him. I would not lose to someone who looks down on me this frankly.
おう、なるほどなるほど。そんな当たり前のことは答えるまでもないと。実に勇ましい。
だから順番を間違えるなっていうの。一番初めに確認するのは召喚者の務めよ。さあ答えなさい。あなたは私のサーバントなのね。
I step forward, ready to attack, depending on his answer.
強情なお嬢さんだ。仕方あるまい。仮に私が君のサーバー。
当たり前じゃない。あなたが私に呼ばれたサーバントなら、あなたのマスターは私以外に誰がいるっていうのよ。
Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically. I somehow cooled my bowling head and glared at this rude guy.
そうか。まあ仮の話なんだが、とりあえずそうだとしよう。
Wait, rude guy? Rin, I thought he was just a thing.
それで、君が私のマスターである証は
He's people
どこ
shaped.
にある？
It doesn't help.
Sarah talked nonsense, grinning. You must think I'll panic about this proof of master thing.
ここよ。あ なたのマスターである証って。
I show him the command spell on the back of my right hand. Don't think I don't know anything. My father talked a lot about masters, I know about the command spell.
納得いった。これでもまだ文句を言うの？
I thrust before him the proof that I'm a master. The servant in the rubble looked confused, then... He faced clouds with discontent.
本気かってなんでよ。
その考えがだ。霊樹があればマスターなのか？霊樹などサーバントを利する道具に過ぎないだろう。まったくそんな形だけのものでマスターブルとはな。私が見たかったのは君が中世のフルーにふさわしい人物かどうか
Important distinction. A command spell is only a tool that governs the servant. AKA, if you didn't have a command spell, would your servant still obey you?
何よ。
そう願いたいが、そうはいくまい。霊樹がある以上、私の召喚者は君の。
He gives an exaggerated shrug of his shoulders. Oh. I think the living room needs a little bit of a repair.
全くもって不満だが、認めよう。とりあえず、君は私のマスターだ。だが、私にも条件がある。私は今後、君の言い分には従わない。
That's against the rules.
戦闘方針は私が決めるし、君はそれに従って行動する。
Wow, what conditions? I'll just not give a fuck what you think and I'll do my thing.
これが最大の情報だ。それで構わないな、お嬢さん。
Sure is great.
Yeah.
Love him.
I think this is it, father. I'm almost at my limit.
But yeah, command spells can force your servant to do things, can push them past limits, and etc. But there's still limitations. Command spell is also fueled by the master's mana, so depending on the mana amount of the master, the command spell is stronger or weaker.
I ask him in a trembling voice just in case. There's the issue with command spell too, so this is my last warning the biggest compromise can make. And to that...
形の上だけはな。故に、形式上は君に従ってやる。だが、戦うのは私自身だ。
You can hide in the basement here, stay there until the Holy Grail Wars end.
それなら、未熟な君でも命だけは助かる。
He tells me no hope for me with eyes full of disdain.
Oh, also reminder, the command seal is like having iron thorns embedded into your hand anytime you attempt to use it. Fun times.
Fun times.
I mean, literally, use of magic basically nearly ruins your body. It's like pouring liquid magma through your veins, because magic is not supposed to go through people. That's why the magical circuit is very important, and it's difficult to maintain it.
後のことは私に任せて、君は自分の身の安全を。
あ、玉来た。いいわ。そんなに言うなら使ってやろうじゃない。
Uh-oh.
アンファン。
There's no holding back now. I have no sympathy for a twisted guy like him.
まさか。
そのまさかよ、この礼儀知らず。フィアトラーク、アイノイアナーゲル、アイノイエスケナツ、アイノイエスビアブリヒン。
I announced to the command spell by the order of the Holy Grail, give the law obedience to this one, my servant.
待て、正気かマスター。そんなことで霊樹を使うやつが。
うるさい。いい？あんたは私のサーバント。
The symbol on my right hand throbs. The three command spells. The essence of the Holy Grail will, the three claims to the servant's unconditional obedience is now used. It's too late now. First of all, I wasn't expecting this either. I hate myself so much I want to die. To go ahead and use the important command spell for something like this. Means the servant should be absolute obedient. He's there, but... How exactly is this absolutely obedient?
Listen, he can still be snarky.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that he can't be snarky.
それは行動を止めるだけで、例えば私はここから遠くの場所まで瞬間的には移動できない。だが強制命令権とはそういうことだ。サーバント自身でも制御できない。
知ってるわよ、そんなこと。
It's fine, we still have two and that order game is to choose this either.
確かにこれはレイジというものは曖昧な命令には効きが弱くなる。
Oh, so the more specific the order, the better?
Yes. Because it focuses the magic on that on fulfillment of that command.
Ah, so it's like the difference between if we're using a hose as an example, water hose, it's difference between having the water being spread out and just focusing the water stream.
Exactly. Same amount, same volume of water, just different focus.
Yeah.
広く長く効果が続くものにはレイジの力が弱くなる。効き目は長く続くが苦痛が小さいため、逆に次の一撃をしな
But
けれ
deliver
ば
the next blow with all your power, don't break that glass.
単一の命令はさて。
But I like to say Nick.
わかるわよ。要するに、効果も戒めも薄いなら、サーバントはレイジュに逆らってこう。
そうだ。レイジとはもともと自分たちの能力
These are orders that can be issued by other means.
君の先ほどのレイジはまさにそれだ。私が君に従うかは話し合いでか。
じゃあ
通常ならそうなのだがな。どうも。
Well, is he happy or unhappy? Gee, I don't know. Maybe ask him.
I mean, this is the kind of also power gauging of Rin right here in... Hey, the order, despite being this broad, yeah, no, like, I still feel compelled.
I've only changed my attitude to, well, I respect my master's opinion slightly.
だが今の私は君の言葉に強い強制を感じている。つまりマスターの意向に逆らうと。
But this guy plays as sarcastically as always, it doesn't seem like he's any weaker at all.
前言を撤回しよう、マスター。年齢は若いが、君は
Oh, so now he changed his mind.
子供と侮り、戦いから遠ざけようとしたのは私の過ちだった。
He adjusts his stance and bows his head politely.
やめてよ。確かにいろいろ言い合ったけど、そんなの喧嘩両成敗ってい
Yeah,
うか。
but they don't have your food in their dish.
Yeah, that's the thing, Korak. They have food in the dirt balls, but your food looks much more delicious because that's the stealing from you.
That food is theirs to keep already, so like, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? It tastes so much better if they can take food away from you.
なんか切り返し早いわね、あんた。
何？誤算は誤算だったが、嬉しい誤算というやつだったからな。
You seem to be saying he's found a powerful master, so...
レイジュ抜きで私がマスターだって認めるのね。
無論だ。 先ほどは召喚されたばかりで馴染んでいなかったが、今では完全。
契約？
Information about it does feel strange. Oh, is it kinda like the Doki Doki? Such energy is flowing into the man in front of me.
そっか。サーバントは聖杯に呼ばれるけど、呼ばれたサーバントをこの世に留めるのは。
そう、マスターの力だ。サーバントは魔力提供量は十分だ。経験的に問題はありそうだが、君の能力は飛び抜けている。
Yep. So you need to supply magical energy towards your servant. Depending on servant strength, you need more or less. Depending on the amount that you feed them, they are stronger or weaker.
So, like outside of battles, you can feed enough for them to exist, and then in battles, you can feed them more in order for them to be stronger.
Yes, it's more so like you feed them more energy in general to make them stronger and to build up strength. Basically all the times, and given that Holy Grail War is kind of like an all-out battle, you don't know when you're gonna be fighting, so you kind of just wanna, you know, stockpile strength regardless.
Yeah. But for a servant to be human always exactly his master.
あなた、何のサーバント？
Wait, what does she mean by which servant are you? Is it like a different types of servants?
Yes, there's different types of servants depending on their fighting style of choice is probably the best way to describe it, or like their fighting style of choice is probably the simplest thing.
わかったわ。これはマスターとしてのねえ、あなたセイバーじゃないの？
残念ながら剣は持っていない。
Is Saber one of the types of servants?
Yes, Saber means usually that they fight with a sword, they're close range, and they tend to be the strongest servants are of the Saber class.
Like, this is natural though. I mean, this took the time, the summoning circle didn't work, and even summoned the servant to the wrong place. It was all too clumsy to call Saber the strongest servant.
ドジったわ。あれだけ宝石を使っておい。
悪かったな、セイバーでなくて。
Ah, yeah, that classical. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not Saber.
え？
Oh.
そりゃ。
Well, that's see with Archer is of Archer class, as you know, presume.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's lying.
He's lying?
Archer is complicated. Let's start off with the fact that Archer doesn't have a name and is just referred to by his class because of being unknown. He is very powerful, and his hero, or what he's based on, is very, very powerful. It's just he himself doesn't fully grasp it even. That's how stupid it is.
そうね。それじゃあ必ず私を後悔させて、あーちゃん。そうなったら素直に謝らせてもらうから。
ああ、忘れるなよ、マスター。己が召喚したものがどれほどのものか知って感謝するがいい。もっとも、その時になって謝られても、こちらの気は晴れんだろうがな。
Maybe he does have a twisted personality after all. What do you mean after all? His personality has been twisted this whole way through.
まあいいわ。それであんた、どこの英霊なのよ。
Nah, for a second she was like, "Oh man, he's a sweet guy."
Just wait for him seriously.
Yeah. Which heroic spirit are you?
それは
That's a secret.
I mean, it is.
私がどのようなものだったかは答えられない。
つまんない理由だったら怒るわよ。
He's a stupid, I'll be pissed.
それは
Besides, the obedience thing. And he
Yeah.
still just can't say it.
Yeah, it's because I don't know myself.
何よそれ。あんた私のことバカにしてるわけ？
マスターを侮辱するつもりはない。ただ、これは君の不完全な召喚のツケだぞ。
Oh, man.
どうも、記憶に混乱が見られる。自分
The trivial things to be missing.
気にすることはない。あんたがどんな英霊か知らなきゃどのくらい強いのか。
Well, they are not exactly trivial because
さまつな問題だよ。
heroic spirits draw strength from their past.
相棒の強さがわからないんじゃ作戦の立てようがないでしょ。
何を言う？私は
Therefore, the knight in red has been absolute constant. My thoughts freeze. There's no dishonesty in Archer's words. He thinks more highly of my power than I do, even though we only just met.
God, forward-facing Archer looks cursed.
Yeah, can you go back to just side profiled?
もういいか。
Listen, but you gotta admit that's some fucking bold-ass choices. It's like, naturally I'm the strongest because you summoned me.
Yeah,
Is fucking some baller-ass text.
hell yeah. For now, I have a higher priority.
わかった。それじゃあじゃあ最
早速か。
Oh, thank you.
好戦的だな、君は。それで
He's asking for a dustpan and a broom in front of him. Oh, she's gonna make him clean the living room.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
下の掃除お願い。あんたが
Remember 10 seconds. After recovering his funds, he crashed the broom ready to make an objection.
待て。君はサーバントをな。
機械魔でしょ。ちょっと生意気で。
No, that's a side profile. Side profile.
Ugh.
意義あり。
いいの？これマスターとしての命令
Yeah, heavy we go against your master's wishes.
まあ、あなたはその程度じゃどうってことないだろうけど。
Oh.
了解した。地獄に落ちろ。
Damn you, master. Well, it's getting late, so I should rest for tonight. I can decide about how to treat him after I wake up. The day year of fate comes to a close. No, this night is the start of fate. The fate that is gonna stay. There are 6, including myself now. Once the last one summons a servant, the 7th one who is not yet a master, this Holy Grail was ahead. The battle waited 10 years for is about to commence. Is the prologue finished?
Oh, no, there is one more important thing.
Well, we headed into the next day.
I mean, we're still following Rin's story for now.
Holy Grail Well, it's a great ritual which has been practiced for hundreds of years. If one enters the ritual, one must eliminate the other 6 as it is a battle for one's life. It is said that the Holy Grail is the land of Fuyuki and that many Magi has fought each other here in the past. They have only one purpose, to obtain the noble phantasm called the Holy Grail. But the original Holy Grail is unknown. It is certain that it never received the blood of God, but its power matches that of the one in legend. Yes, it is said that the Holy Grail can grant any wish. Only one has the right to possess it. The Holy Grail can only grant one wish for one person. The 7 Magi are needed to summon the Holy Grail in this land. One miracle, 7 collaborators. Well, the point is, it was only a matter of time before a fight broke out over the Holy Grail. It began like an ordinary fight over resources. The 7 Magi used the power of the Holy Grail equally to each summon familiar, a servant, to battle the other Magi. Only one Magus will obtain the Holy Grail. And so, each of them treated the other 6 once allies, now as enemies, and a gruesome fight began. This is the ritual called the Holy Grail War, a competition between Magi for the Holy Grail. The Magi chosen by the Holy Grail are called Masters, and each Master receives a powerful familiar called a Servant by the grace of the Holy Grail. Oh, here we have the Servants. There are 2 proofs that one is a Master. Summoning a Servant and making it obey, and obtaining the 3 command spells that can order the Servant. The first goes without saying. Yesterday, no, a few hours ago to be exact, I summoned Archer to be my servant. That leaves only the second. I must protect to the end this command spell that binds the servant. For a master, this is probably the most important thing of all. The pattern inscribed on my right hand of the summoning Archer. This is the command spell. This holy sign granted by the Holy Grail is the proof of a master who has summoned a servant. This mark with concentrated magical energy is an instantaneous thing, not an internal one. It is consumed by use, and as the appearance suggests, it has 1 use for each strike. In other words, only 3 times. A master who loses all 3 of their command spells will be unable to control the servant and faces death. But what if the servants choose by their own free will to follow you?
Very unlikely. It hasn't happened to this date.
So, the command spell must be guarded as closely as one's life. It hurts my head to think that I used one right at the start, but it wasn't completely meaningless, so I'll call it good. Because it's not unusual for servants to go against their masters. I'm fortunate to have been able to chain him using 1 command spell. Well, that's the gist of it. The Holy Grail will restart when the 7 servants are all summoned. I can't just sleep in. I don't know when the last master will appear, but it should be soon.
There was 1 more missing.
Oh, looking out the window days, I noticed the sun was right way up. Oh, she really slept in. I confirmed myself I'll be skipping school today. I sit in bed and take a deep breath. I'm not tired just because I'm not a morning person. Like Archie said, a master has just summoned their servant cannot function as satisfactorily. Okay, well, it's not something I want to remember, but even if I don't like it, there's no second chance. What, so, how much lower is the Archer class is supposed to be under Saber?
They're on. It's not really a ranking. It's just assumed. Usually, sabers are very strong in general because historic legends are usually magical sword, powerful, etc., etc. So there is not really that many legendary archers per se that are amazing, so they wouldn't be ranked as highly. I believe Lancer is considered one of the higher ones as well.
He's a rude guy with no manner to spare for his summoner and master. And on top of that, he doesn't know who he is. Oh, I'm getting a headache already. Noble Phantasm?
Yes. Noble Phantasm is your servant's ultimate technique.
One powerful secret move.
Yes.
Tomorrow, actually, can you remember what it is?
It is linked to your heroic spirit's origins, basically.
Okay.
It's also a reason why heroic spirits try to hide who they are. Because of that, their enemies cannot, plan accordingly.
It was the way it was. I was expecting to clear up the rubble, so I moved and went this far. He must have felt bad about making such a mess in the living room. We wouldn't have done this. Or maybe the order was just strong enough to force him to do this. Or maybe just a nice guy.
日はとっくに登っているぞ。また、随分とだらしがないんだな。
Yo! Archer! Racing! I take it back. This shameless attitude, he doesn't deserve any praise at all.
おはよう。そういうあ
Man,
んたは随
feels
分とリ
rough.
ラックスしてるよね。
Feels bad for
今を好き勝手使ってくれ
literally
ちゃっ
one
て
of
さ
the。best guys.
なに、一晩過ごした部屋だからな。どこに何があるか把握したよ。おう、ついでだから厨房も片付けておいた。
Wow, he cleaned the kitchen too?
なかなか気の行き届いた。
Yeah. I got a headache. Why is my servant checking my cleanliness? It says certain things only of the battle, so maybe this guy's broken somehow.
なるほど。本調子でそうだな。昨夜は元気だったが、紅茶でよく。
So, at home in a stranger's house, Archer takes up a new teacup without a moment's confusion and pours a fine rose-colored tea. It was safe, but I'm surprised you don't feel like interrupting him. He's being considerate.
まあいいけど、疲れてるのは事実だし。
I take a seat. He hands me the teacup silently. I take a sip. Oh, it's good. Of course, an exotic Chinese tea. It's the best part of my favorite leaf, so I get mad if it tastes bad. In fact, I get mad when someone uses one of my favorites without permission. Yes, I would get mad, but when it's brewed so wonderfully, I'm too happy to complain.
ちょっと、何笑ってるのよ、あん。
何、感想が聞きたかったが、その顔では聞くまでも。もったいない。
Don't waste it.
味わった方がいいぞ。
ごちそうさま。結構よ。私は茶坊主が欲しい。
そうか。確か
Go
に。
for a country, you
私
the
も茶
brute.
坊主になったり、後片付けを。
ええ。家事をこなすサーバントなんて聞いたことがないし。
ん？特に。
別に。それより。あなた、自分の正体を思い出せた？
Oh, yeah, sure. All of his memory returned overnight. Ah,
Yeah.
no. Archer, side profile.
わかった。じゃあ、出かける支度をして、はーちゃん。
出かける支度？いや、
あのね、そんな格好で出歩くつもり？どう見ても普通じゃない。私、自分から私はマスターです。
ああ、そういうことか。それも問題はない。
Think
確かに
Bond.
着替える必要はあるが、サーバントはもともと霊体だ。非戦闘時には霊体に。
Recon spirits, but nothing bad would do.
ああ、そっか。召喚されたって英霊は英霊だものね。
自然。我々も霊体に戻る。そうなったサーバントは守護霊のようなものだ。レイラインで繋がっているマスター以外には観測されない。
Wow, this is probably the first time I've seen the word ley line outside of Destiny 2.
もっとも会話程度はで
It's
き
a
るから。
popular
わ、便利。
magic mumbo jumbo used in a lot of things because it's a
まあ、
kind of a real, not really real
魔
thing.
術師は魔術師を知覚できる。優れた魔術師
Power
を知るサーバントならば
lines.
遠く離れたサーバントの位置さえ把握するだろう。
Swept someone in Pokemon Showdown with a Sea King. Fuck yeah, Sea King! Oh, something. Oh, I just saw what you linked several hours ago in the link dump.
Yeah, don't worry. Forklift certified.
It says, a master is usually a great magus. Magus with own magical energy is sensitive to other magical. As far as I know, no one in this town has magical energy that strong.
で、あんたはどうなの？
Wait,
他のサーバントの位置、わかる？
wait, so These 7 servants are from around the world?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It could take forever for this war to end then.
Well, they kind of converge on this one place.
Oh yes, Archer's magic energy is that strong. I expect only the servant class will have enough. Only the servant caster would have enough magic range to locate enemies.
わかったわ。じゃあとりあえず後についてきて。
そう目新しいものではなさそうだがね。それよりマスター。
え？大切。
まったく。君、まだ本調子ではないぞ。
Important part of the contract? Relevant chain? No, fundamental reward for service to participant. There shouldn't be any more extended necessary.
君な。朝は弱い。
So is surprised. Listener in sarcastic comment realized something. Don't think of it. He hasn't addressed me by name yet.
ああ、しまった。名前。
Names. I guess you realize, Prince.
まあ、今からでも遅くはない。
Archer asks sulkily. Damn it. He is a good person. Yes, there's no mistake. After all, there's no meaning to exchanging names. She's kind of flip-flopping there between thinking Archer is a good guy and then just, nah, he doesn't deserve praise.
He has a very short temper, and he's tiny bit of a dick. He's a really good person. It's just he likes being snarky and teasing her, and that sets her off.
私、遠坂凛よ。あなたの好きなように呼んでいいわ。
I'm glad I'm able to be true to my feelings. But actually, it would probably be easier for me to be addressed in a manner like you or master, and he'll probably call me that. That said, Archer mutters my name to himself. There's something outrageous. Ha 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 ha! No. Oh, she's getting mad.
うるさい。いいからさっさと行くわよ、あーちゃん。とにかく。
First name basis.
Yeah.
No honorifics.
Yeah, like a true Western. I'm vexed. I don't know why, but I am. Did Archer say that just to make me feel this way? Yeah, that must be it. My face getting hot and my heart pounding, all part of his plan. Hey, Archer! Can you calm down? You're not the protagonist of this game. You just calm down with that stuff. You're gonna have to work with this crooked guy from now on.
Love me some Archer. Such a great dude.
Alright, I'm just gonna need to go to the bathroom real quick, so enjoy this empty street.
Oh shit, hell yeah, fucking let's count tiles on the empty street.
Hell yeah.
And 1 and 2. Okay, now that Candy is away. Nah, I really got nothing. I'm just here to torment Candy into actually reading this book because Fate Stay is pretty fucking cool, and like a lot of people who got into it through the anime or through playing the Fitty gacha should really give it a try. It's a really fun visual novel. Obviously it takes some time to, you know, get through it, etc. But like, I find it still superior to the anime. Visual novels are really an underappreciated medium. A lot of them got, you know, bad rep because of Western approaches towards them being just, haha, so silly, haha. And they are really just, they can be just as serious as a lot of like books or movies, and people just yeah. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. We will have people respecting visual novels and other forms of content. I mean, currently we even struggle with people to like respect animation as an art style. It's rough. It's rough. What else? What can I say? This monster is still delicious, and I am glad that we're starting slowly addicting Candy to Monster Energy drinks, so his life can be just as ruined as mine. It's gonna be funny when he is unable to go to sleep. Like, the monster will kick in and he's just gonna be like, ah, fuck, I wanted to sleep. Oh. Man, it sure sounds like a family gathering at Candy's place. Yeah. Aren't video games cool? I like video games. Yeah, sorry, I'm like really horrible at like making solo banter unless there is a topic to go off of because I'm kind of a boring guy. I just like play video games and enjoy them. Watch some movies with my wife. Good to actually, it's been a while since I watched the newest Jackass with Candy. Yeah. Oh, thank God, dude. I fucking struggle with just.
And I'm back.
Ah, thank God. You don't know how hard it is for me to come up with things to talk about.
Yeah, sorry. It's just that I went out and my niece saw me and immediately decided that she wanted to go to me.
Ah, that's adorable.
So I, kind of had to do the usual entertaining thing because she really likes it when I just snap and clap my hands and such things.
How old is your niece?
Here's one.
Oh, okay.
Why? Why did you ask?
I don't know. I was like, for some odd reason, I was convinced that she's like 4 or 6 or some shit.
Oh, you might be thinking of my nephew.
Maybe that could be it.
Anyway, if you have finished counting the tiles, we are going to continue with this. Can make the one into 2 towns. Here, the place with the old houses, traditional buildings, is Miyama City. On the other side of the river is Shinto, where modern development is happening. Wow, there's a big difference in names. My house is in the older section, Miyama City. Miyama City is broadly separated into two sections as well. This is one of the sections, the western style, the houses where immigrants from foreign countries live. And on the other side is the era old Japanese style houses with a mountain behind it. And this is where the Western versus the Japanese war is going to happen. Both sections are on the top of the hills, you can say both are suburbs. The houses in between these two sections are relatively ordinary. As a demonstration, there is this ordinary. This is a crossroad of Miyama City, and the hill leading up to the Western style houses like mine. On the opposite side, a hill leads up to the Japanese style houses. A bridge leads to the neighboring city, the town of Shinto, and the other way leads to school, shopping district, and even Ryudo. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that one. A temple upon the mountain.
Ryudo.
Oh, it is Ryudo.
Yeah.
Okay.
The W is basically that you're supposed to kind of prolong as you're pronouncing the U.
And we have a big bridge. A few years ago, a big station was built over that side and it has grown rapidly since then. Even though Miyama City and Shinto are in the same city, you can think of them as totally different places.
Did the hentai start yet? No, we're still in the prologue.
We're still in the prologue.
It's not even the real story.
Yeah. We're just learning about this city. Also, who the
Welcome to old school hentai games. What's that? 17 hours of exposition story and hard gripping narrative? Well, I guess you get to see boobs now.
Yeah, I guess you deserve to have a nipple slip at least. Then again,
Man.
this half-hearted cult will make the city a poor hot spring resort. Isn't it? That might just start reading. Never here. Oh, this area looks kind of depressing.
ここがシントの公園よ。これで主だったところは歩いて回ったわけだけど。
Can't see him.
広い公園だ。
やっぱりそう見える？まあ、ここは。
Yeah, I can think of one reason why no one is in this park, because it looks so depressing that I'm surprised that Death himself isn't wandering around here.
I mean, this is the part of the city that nearly burned down.
Hmm.
10年前の話よ。この辺り一帯で。
Oh, okay, that explains why it looks like it does.
火は一日燃え続けて、雨。その後町は復興したけど、ここだけはそのままなの。焼け野原になって何もなくなったから公園にしたらしい。
Archer says nothing. But even though I can't see him, I can tell he's feeling something special.
気づいたみたいね。そうよ。ここが前回の聖杯戦争決着の地。
なるほど。それでこんなにもこ
Hold so many grudges.
サーバントというのは霊体だ。そのあり方は怨念、猛襲に近い。故に同じ無念には敏感なのさ。
Reality marble.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, okay, they're gonna
Please
explain it.
Explain. Please, because I can't.
Oh, alright. Let me just stretch first.
Hell yes, I'm stretching. Where's the other one? There you go. Here, hydrate as well.
Oh, god damn it. Well, I might have to hydrate if I'm going to read out loud what a reality marble is.
Why is the hydration? Do it again.
I need to put a time limit on that one. Because there's only so much water that I can drink at the same time.
Again. Again.
Well, unfortunately, I ran out of water.
This is how we drowned Candy.
Now it's such a good measure. Ah, fuck, I need to stand up for this one.
Oh, go get more water. Listen, I got 21,000 points. That's a lot of stretches.
I need to remind myself to fucking put a time limit on those commands. Anyway, let's go learn. Let's go learn what a reality marble is. One of the magi considers the pinnacle magi says to be infinitely close to sorcery. For hundreds of years, our boundary field has been the defensive field, the field that protects the magus. Put it simply, it's a vicious version of a security system on a house. A boundary field is something applied to a existing area or a building to protect oneself from outside enemies. But it is merely a transformation applied to what already exists. But a reality marble is different. A reality marble is an image that erodes reality. The imagined world of a magus, a boundary field that paints over reality by letting a magus heart take form, that is what we call a reality marble. In other words, is a large range magic that distorts, remakes the world as the magus wishes.
Think of it, do you remember the dimension spell from D&D?
Vaguely.
It's kinda like that.
Ah. Ah, it's the taboo taboos, the secret pinnacles of the secret pinnacles. This is such a secret pinnacle that the secret pinnacle itself has a secret pinnacles.
It's more like dimension itself. I was kinda referring to, I don't know what the spell is actually called in D&D anymore. Basically, you summon your own pocket dimension that has a mansion in it. It's kinda like that, except you can also manifest it into the real world. It's dimension bending, basically.
Speaking of D&D, just finished a campaign yesterday. With my cleric.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
A Goliath cleric.
Nice.
Yeah. It seems like I played the Twilight domain, which apparently made me the powerhouse, and they made it so that our party survived a lot of encounters that we should actually have died on. Oh, something happened. Hold on. God damn it, it's the game. I thought I heard. I thought the noise was coming from outside. It's just, no, fuck, it's the game. Or it's the book.
Andy is hearing voices.
The command spell engraved on my right hand is hurting. A small warning is to get my attention. Extend my conscious surroundings. Extend. I roll out the threads of my consciousness and search through the park. I don't know who it is, but if Archer can sense it, he has to be a master. There aren't 7 of us yet, but if we wanted to, we could start the fight at any time. It seems someone watching us wants to battle, but...
マスターであるのなら、誰がマスターであるかは出会えば感じられる。
ええ。けど、行為の術者なら自分の魔力ぐらい隠し通せる。いくら霊樹同士が反
厄介だな。
でしょうね。まあ、私だって家探しすれば
必要ない。
そう。だって隠さなければ向こうからやってきてくれるでしょ。
Ah, she's using the tactic of why should I go look for them when I can make them go look for me?
Yep.
I was shocked.
何の自信
I just remember our previous conversation. Archer just says, that's impossible.
君はそのままが一番強い。小物には付きまとわせてやるがよかろう。
Just trying to hold back his laughter. Well, it's not like I like his response, but we decided to continue walking around town. We toured important places, really dragging our observer around, having dinner along the way, and bringing things to a conclusion. We've been walking a lot and it's now 7. Man, the number 7 comes up. Has come out a few times during this prologue.
I mean, they wanna drill it into your head that there are 7 masters and etc. Plus, numbers tend to have a lot of power in magical settings.
A strong wind, the tallest building in Shinto. The view of the roof of this building is a fitting end for this day.
どう？ここなら見通しがいいでしょ、あーちゃん。
将来君と付き合う男に同情するな。よくもまあ、ここまで好き勝手連れ回してくれたものだ。
何か言った、あーちゃん。
素直な感想を少し。
Or spot, excellent.
Yeah.
確かにいい場所だ。初めからここに来れば歩き回る必要もなかったのだが。
何言ってるのよ。確かに見晴らしはいいけど、ここからわかるのは街の前景だけじゃない。実際に
I mean, she's not wrong.
街の作りはわからないわ。
そうでもないが、アーチャーのクラスは伊達ではないぞ。旧兵は目が良くなければ務まらん。
そうなの？それじゃ。
いや、さすがに隣町までは見えない。せいぜい橋
That way I can count the number of tiles.
そこまでならタイルの数ぐらいは見て取れる。
Hey, Archer is cheating then. He could have just been watching my stream to do that.
嘘。タイルって橋のタイル？
That's not just good. His eyesight couldn't match the telescope you find on these rooftops.
びっくり。アーチャーって本当にアーチャーなんだ。
リン、まさかとは思うが。
そんなわけないでしょ。
Of course not.
たださ。
それは問題発言だ。帰ってから追求しよう。
It seems Archer has taken a liking to the view as he falls silent. He's probably working out the town's layout. I can't interrupt while he's serving the battlefield. I leave Archer's side and move to the edge of the building. And then suddenly someone pulls her off. There are cars where people are. I can see them, but still not see. Just like noticing someone is watching me before, but not being able to see the watcher.
少なくとも神道を根城にしている奴が一人いる。
I strain my eyes and stare below me. There are 7 masters in all. No shit! Like I haven't heard that before. Come on. Right now I assume all the masters walking around town collecting information on other masters. Then I feel someone's eyes on me. There's no reaction from my command spell. I just feel someone's eyes on me. From below? Oh. Among them is a person. One person is looking up at me as I'm looking up at the moon. Is this the main character who is looking up?
No. Worse.
Oh no, don't tell me it's the vice captain.
No, worse.
The student president?
Listen.
The teacher?
Don't worry.
It's already past 9 o'clock. Unlike Shinto, where Miya City is all restaurant district, most part of the 9 and grows quite
こ
big.
んなところね。
あ
なら今日はここまでね。わた
Now we're up to a gentle hill, and there's someone walking in front of us.
あれ、さくら？
Wait, what? Wait, Sakura, who?
リン、何を隠れている
Hinata girl.
黙ってて。
Oh,
うん。あそこにいる。
yes, the well-known first year student. And a foreigner I don't know. They're talking about something. It seems the foreigner is talking to Sakura against her wishes.
知り合いとは？
いいえ、知らない。この辺りは洋館が多いから。
Oh,
あちゃ。
さあ、実態はあるから。
he's not a servant.
そうよね。マスター。
二人とも言ったな。男は
The man is. Long guy goes down the road again. Oh.
それじゃああなたはここ。
Wow, I thought she was going to get
私は
herself
本人
involved.
何か質問はある？
And she's not the main character.
Oh,
Why,
right.
why would she protect the other love interest?
Right, you're right. Could have thought of that.
それじゃ
The thing keeps me hard while working.
そうだ。眠る前に綺麗に連絡しないと。
Oh, yep. Have to contact the priest, telling him, yo, I got a servant, dog. That annoying priest.
電話。
Sign me the fuck up.
綺麗？私だけど。
Brief silence. Your silence has enough pressure to stress you out even on the phone.
いいだろう。ではどうする？一度こちらに顔を出さないか？
ああ、それって父さんの遺言のこと？
待て、リン。
Ah, just fucking hanging out.
さて。
All that's left is sleep. When I wake up next, it should be a completely different morning. 10 years ago. Oh, I thought she was just being like, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna time travel 10 years.
Nah.
We're going to compete. The Death Master was defeated. Hold on, so is it like if the servant dies, then they're out?
Master dies, servant dies, master expends all command seals. I believe that those are all the reasons to be disqualified.
Hmm.
Usually it's the master dies. Listen, master squishy, servant not so much.
What, you going to school? You want to go and learn? What is this bullshit?
The war is starting today.
The war is starting and you want to go to school? Well, yes, I'm not the type to get back my decisions. I can kind of tell without him saying so. Archie is sarcastic, but he has an honest side to him. Though it seems he won't complain about something he's accepted. Yes, in other words, he's faithful in an awkward way. Yep, that's that. Yeah, that kind of accurately describes him. He's also watched. That side profile!
It's just the eyes are so far to the side of his head.
そんなことはないけどね。いいあちゃ。私はマスターになったからって今までの生活を変える気はないわ。
そうか。
Oh, thank you.
リンがそう決めたのなら私は従うだけだが霊体化して 君の護衛をするぐらいはいいのだろうな。
当たり前じゃない。学校に限らず外に出るとき
Like master, I'm new.
それを聞いて安心した。信頼に応えるのは騎士だがリン、もしもの話だが、そうだ、確かに学び屋には生徒と教師。
それはないんじゃないかな。
There's only one other Tosca. The other family has declined, don't even have master.
マスターになっていないと。
あのね、うち以外に魔術師
Imagine at the same time.
そいつマスターにはなってなかったし、あっちの家系の子。
そうか。つまりリンの通う学校には
そういうこと。
まあ
Yeah, he doesn't totally not enough energy.
Yeah.
もし学校に君が知らない魔術師がいた
That you don't know about.
だからいない。
Like the main character.
魔術師っていうのは他の同業に敏感なの。
I mean, he's
一年も同じ学校にいたらね、どんなに隠してても。
technically he's not part of the other mage's family. It's just he was adopted.
もう一人はマスターになるだけの力がない魔術師見習いなの。わかった？アーチャーの用心は。
だからもしもの話だ。本来ありえざることが、もしそういった事態になった。
But if I did, I would be late for school. Jesus. How long would you can just spend 5 minutes on that and then go to school. You don't have to spend like an hour taking out on him.
そんなことあるわけないじゃない。もしも
Listen, this is the girl that, you know, took a shower for like 30 minutes.
確かに聞いたぞ。それでは行こうか。
Actually,
君の学びまで30
that's
分。
not that bad.
そろそろ出なければ間に合わない時
But
間。
when I get to school, so we won't make it unless we leave soon.
驚いた。もしも
Bad vehicles do happen.
私も驚いている。
Maybe we joke around. Our school has a classroom, it's almost time for homeroom. Man, Archer might get a little bit bored being in the class all day. Is that dumb fun? Isn't there a boundary field set out already?
完全にではないが、ここまで派手にやっているということは。
Big shot. A complete amateur.
異常を感じさせる結界なんて三流だもの。やるんなら仕掛けると。
で、君はど。
さあ、一流だろうがさ、私のテリトリーでこんなゲスなもの仕掛けたよ。
Until I punish the creator's boundary field. After the second period, while walking back from the music room, I see a first year student walking unsteadily. The student carrying some stack of paper looks like he's having trouble. Oh, hey. Hey, look at that.
何プリント？世界史って言ったらうちの担任じゃない。はい。いいっていいって。それじゃ。
くずき先生のところです。誤字があったから回収するって言ってました。
Wait, what kind of misspelling is it that he has to recall all of them? Oh, Okay, he's one of those.
I don't know.
No, I got the answer that the teacher is just so goddamn picky with it. So are you telling me that he's the type of the teacher that would just recall the entire exam because there was a misspelling of the word for?
Yeah. Seems like a legitimate reason.
みんながガーッとマークシートを塗りつぶしてる時にやってきてね。誤字があるので正しい問題ではなかった。よって
なんかくずき先生らしいですね。それ先生、ものを教える立場に間違いは許されないって人ですから。
Well, of course, teachers are not allowed to make mistakes. They're supposed to be perfect babysitters.
くずきのは度が過ぎてるけどね。
Oh yeah, out of really unrelated Fate Stay Night facts. Happy birthday, Mordred.
久月先生のことが好きなんですね。
What the? What?
そんな風に言うなんて。
Today is the birthday of one of the servants from Fate Stay,
Hmm.
Mordred, son of King Arthur.
What?
Also called, actually no, Red Saber is a different one that's near Arcadius.
もっとクズキと顔を合わせるようになるわ。そんなことよりさくら。昨日の話なんだけど。
Oh,
見たんですか、先輩。
there's the blushing.
たまたま。それであれな。いいえ。それがその。
I really need to go and buy a new chair.
あの人、道に迷ってた。
Just get a cheap office chair, to be honest, my dude.
ごめんなさい。
Gamer chairs are not worth it. They're over fucking hyped.
いえ。
At best, maybe fucking spoil yourself and just buy a fucking Marcus from IKEA.
I think this is a Marcus from IKEA.
Hell yeah.
It's just that I've used it for so long that the seat is just the seat is crooked and I'm missing one of the armrests.
Damn.
And the way I'm missing that is that the screws actually just broke.
Oof. Rough.
そう。シンジがまた何かやったら言いなさい。あいつはどってものを知らないから。黙っていると悪化する一方。
Hold on. In Los Angeles, I'm not thinking to make out what he's saying. Okay, just wanted to read what I missed.
兄さん、この頃は優しいんですから。
Wait, Nissan? Who the hell is her brother?
Shinji.
And who was Shinji?
The asshole.
Oh, okay. Its ability is dark sunset soon. When the red sun sets and night falls, there should be no one left in school.
始めるわよ、あーちゃん。まずは結界の下調べ。どんな結界かを調べ。
Man, you can actually sense your servant nodding. I'm feeling something to protect its caster. You could call it a geographical magic if one knits a line of magic across the land to change the interior. Infinite different effects are possible within a boundary. Also, it's a boundary field, one that conceals the area for people's eyes, the one that limits the use of magic within them. The most aggressive of all of those that oppress life forms within them. The boundary field laid out overall school is of that kind. It is not just complete, but once it is, everyone in school should fall unconscious. But something like this won't affect me. After all, a boundary field is something targeted not at me, but at the place I'm in. Such an indirect magic energy, the intervention has no effect on Magi, who has magical energy throughout the bodies. A weak current floating through the air will only be repelled by a strong current by myself. So this boundary field has a different intention. Boundary field put its intention not to defeat the master. Notably, it targets everyone in the school. There's only one reason to do something like that. Unbelievably, this guy is... I searched the school building and emerged on the rooftop to finish. It's dark outside. It's 8 o'clock now, way past the school closing time, which is 6. The only people still in the school are me and Archie.
とりあえずここが起点みたいね。
Hey, stroke. Yeah, look at that.
Things are happening.
Yeah, things are happening. Yeah.
参ったな。これ。
Oh yeah, I can handle. The sort of boundary field didn't think about anything. He didn't think, but the boundary field is bound with amazing skill. I can temporarily drain magical energy with the boundary field, but I cannot eliminate the boundary field itself. The boundary field can be reactivated just by having the caster put more magical energy into it. Yeah. It's been quiet ever since we came on the roof though. It will literally dissolve all. Oh. Oh, that's fucked up. It's a soul eater. is a blood fort that dissolves people within it and claims the soul that seeps out. That's fucked up. Since ancient times, souls have been hard to handle. Even though they're believed to exist and are necessary for magic, only one magus has ever understood the soul. Souls are only things to be investigated, or things to be moved into containers. It's incomprehensible not merely to suck them out, but also to collect them in a single place. It's because a magus has no use for them, even if one were to collect its uncomfortable energy. So if there's a reason, it must be... I asked coldly.
我々は基本的に霊体だと言っただろう。故に食事は第二ないし第三要素と君たちが肉を得ようとするようにサーバントは精神と魂を得ようとする。
So basically, someone is trying to turn the school into a all-you-can-eat buffet.
栄養を取ったところで基本的な能力は変わらないが、
delicious.
取り入れれば 足りなくはないが、
And nutritious.
大いに越したことはない。周囲の人間からエネルギーを奪うのはマスター。
Archer is saying that if I want to win, I should kill people and steal their strength. How simple. I already knew that. That's why I think I know which path I'm going to choose. Alright, tomorrow. For some reason, Archer sounds happy as confident answers. Well, good that they agree about that.
Yeah, it would suck if he wanted to, you know, eat innocent people's souls.
Yeah. The Magic Crest is the book of magic passed down to the Tosaka family. Oh, okay. I switched all my sense. Push magical energy into my Magic Crest, read the part that explains the elimination of boundary fields, and now all I need to activate. Eliminate circle extraction, section D. I touch the surface of my left hand and left magical energy flow out. This will at least wash the color of the marked belt. Oh, here comes the baddie.
Oh, it's time for the dog.
Top water in the sky 10 meters away, a guy looking down at me. Deep ultra main that melts into the... His grin is wild and a bestial smell carries on the wind. The stare of the beast is a cool one. The man in blue looks at me like an old friend, even in this situation. It's filled with murderous intent. This guy can see archers. Consider you as my enemy. Oh, shit is going down, finally. Oh, should move on. This is his arm. Happens in an instant. The arm they held nothing until now. Up. There's a spear. 2 meters long. Oh. Yeah! We got fight! The blue whirlwind pursues me. There are no escapes. The fence is behind me, to my side. No, I won't make it. My response is fast. I run the magic crest on my left arm and sample the magic in a single measure. It lightens my body at just gravity. In this instant, my body becomes light as a feather and I leap. I jump over the fence and fall from the rooftop. The wind and pressure push against my body. 50 meters to the ground, 1.7 seconds to landing. No, that's too slow, he'll catch up. I let Archer take the impact of landing and start to run as soon as my feet touch the ground. First, I have to change the location. We have to go somewhere we can move around freely, not a small place like a rooftop. People won't see a blur, but that's a really good place. There it is. Well, at least it's not facing against me. Oh, Lancer.
いかにもそういうあんたのサーバーって感じじゃねえな。何者だって。
What Lancer full? This material about 5 meters. The weapon Lancer's hand is about 2 meters. For that man with the bestial smell, I feel like the remaining 3 meters are meaningless.
まっとうな一騎打ちをするタイプじゃねえなてめえは。ってことはアーチャーか。
Archer doesn't respond to this sneering voice either. Confronting each other strangely are red and blue. The two counter the fate color knights are already watching for the other's clinching blow.
Your bow, Archer.
Yeah, take out the bow. Archer does not respond. There's nothing to say to an enemy he must defeat. That steel back of his seems to declare so. That makes me realize. I'm being stupid. Archer is just waiting for my word, my command. I talked to his back without approaching him. Was that a laugh? He grins as to answer my words and the red knight dashes forward. Twirling gust of wind. Short sword in hand, the red bullet launched. What meets him is a blue spear thrust. If the dashing archer is a raging wind, the responding spearhead is a divine wind. The sword is swung as wing to deflect the thrust. Archer parries the thrust of the high-speed lance with his short sword. The one in red stops. The enemy did not permit the archer's rush. The enemy doesn't even let him get within 2 meters the range of the spear. For a long weapon, distance is always preferred. As Archer has a weapon almost 2 meters long, he only needs to attack when the enemy comes into his range. Thrusting and approaching enemies is easier than moving out yourself. But even so, Lancer closes distance to himself and doesn't even allow Archer to move forward. His temper is like a burning fire. Lancer closes him with each blow with no thought to stop him. With a long weapon, is suicidal close into enemy. We're getting into some hype shit here!
Yeah. And Archer is, fighting in close combat instead of,
long
doing
range.
as his namesake.
Yeah. The spearman's tactic is to use the long range to defeat the enemy and win the battle. So as Lancer is just advancing unchecked, he doesn't have a chance winning. But that's just by the book. The lance shows no vulnerability, strikes for the throat, shoulders, forehead, and heart. Pressed so fast that even the after images are blurred. As each strike of his lance repels, rebuffs, and pushes back archers, any one of his thrusts could be called a final blow. But even as a bowman, Archer is a servant. No ordinary attack can be a final blow. Having repelled the lance aimed at his forehead, Archer closes in with speed superior to Lancer's lance. Based on its shape, you might think that the main attack from the lance is thrust, but the basic strength from the lance is in swings. This is because how wide the swing uses its long range does not allow the enemy to dodge it by stepping back. A partial retreat does not allow the escape, and an attempt to counterattack will only result in a slashed stomach. But simply coming forward will end up in a slashed rib from the long shaft of the lance. Archer and the Lancer are similarly built. It's hard for Archer with no heavy armor to step into range of a lance swung like a whirlwind. Wow, they should have fixed the off thing here.
Yeah, transitions are hard.
Yeah, but thruster is a different story. A blazing fast thruster certain to strike you is certainly scary, but as long as attack targets a point, there are many ways to avoid it once you see it. As Archer did just then, hitting the shaft of the approaching lance to redirect its slightly grazed opening. It must be because he underestimated a bowman. The advantage of a long weapon is in the length and freedom of its range. Once Lancer has disregarded this advantage himself, his defeat is... Huh? The one you read stops. A nightmare-like time is reversing. The thrust is faster than the previous one. Yeah. Archer tries to parry the blow, but he gets flicked away along with his weapon. There are no openings in Lancer's attack. No, not just that. The thrust increases in speed and power without limit and becomes a final blow even for a servant. We were the ones that underestimated him. For that servant, for Lancer's weapon, there are no general rules about lances. Who could ever parry continuous attack without even the space to breathe between them? Archer manages to retreat a bit and parries. As a result, the distance between them opens a little. That distance. Lancer uses that distance and run away to launch an even more powerful attack. The raging continuous attack is only a repetition of that. But the blows themselves are godlike. 10 blows already. No, it must actually be many times more than that. The heavy rain of lance pours with jackboard strength, trying to skewer Archer to death. Shall we start some fire so that we can have some the Archer skewer tweet?
It's okay. Somebody's gonna get skewered soon enough.
It's not fast, but it's just skill. It's thrust like a waterfall with no change in speed. What can Archer do when he's now on the defensive? With just a short sword, he can only parry the lance. He has no way to close on Lancer. He continues to retreat. A vacuum of steel unfolds. Support. I have to back Archer up, but my folk won't respond. My magic has poor aim. Unless Archer gets far away from Lancer, I will hit him with my magic as well. Such an opening will only increase Lancer's advantage. And besides, frankly, I'm captivated. This is a battle between servants. This is the Holy Grail War itself, where we use heroic spirits, the highest rank of a familiar, whom we would never otherwise obtain. Servants. Familiars of different classes that obey the 7 masters. These are the highest rank familiars called heroic spirits that the Holy Grail summons. So it's misleading to call them familiars. Originally, familiars were just beings that ran errands for the magus. Imagine, perhaps, a cat in boots. Man, are you talking about the cat in boots in the Shrek movies?
Yeah.
Or a cute white bird. Or a black dog that doesn't obey his masters or something like that. Familiars, they're mere magus can summon are of that level. Familiars are just familiars. They are only mascots that run errands for the masters. They cannot be being stronger than the masters. But servants are different. They are the most powerful beings. Even for sorcerers, of which there are only 5 in this world, it would probably be impossible to form a contract with them. It's not that the summoning is hard or even that the ability of the servant surpasses that of the magus. Servants themselves are being above magic. I'll make it clear. Servants are heroes from the past. Myth, legend, fable, history. Fiction or not, the superhuman beings who gain the concrete exist in the folklore are what we call heroes. So is this book club gonna be a regular thing now? I mean, it's gonna be a thing until we gone through the whole the Fate Stay here thing.
At least we're gonna read technically 3 different books.
Yeah, so I would probably say that this Sunday book club is gonna be a kind of a regular thing. Especially since I only work evening the evening shifts, which means that I don't really have the time or energy to stream on Fridays anymore.
It's okay, just start drinking Monster. Start being fueled by Monster, you will understand.
God damn. I don't know if the world can handle a monster-filled candy.
Well, you drank one already. How do you feel, by the way? Do you feel alright? Do you feel energized or anything? Because it's been pretty much the amount of time it takes to kick in.
I don't know. I may feel a little bit energized.
It's good.
But like, I can actually pay a bit more attention to things now.
Right? That's fucking crazy. Imagine that's how people who are fucking well rested feel like.
What? That seems overpowered.
Listen, it's not all of the Fate series. It's more so just the free base game, free base stories. I'm not dragging Candy into fucking Atraxia and Extra and fucking what the fuck is the Dynasty Warriors one? I don't fucking even remember what's it called.
Oh, yeah. So basically, we're just gonna go through the three base one, like Anise says: Fate's Day Night, Fate's Day Heaven's Call, and Fate's Day Unlimited Blade Works.
Heaven's Field, but yeah.
Heaven's Fields. So yeah, only those three. But yeah, until those three are done, this Sunday book club thing is gonna be kind of like a regular thing. Yeah, whenever Anise is free to do so.
I mean, also about Dragon Soup. Dragon Soup is like baby mode for Loco. Oh man, those were the days when Four Loco was around. I think they re-released it now, but it's not the same.
Oh right, we actually have the explanation to go through here. A hero that becomes eternal in people's minds is no longer human after their death and is promoted to another form of existence. Humans who bring about miracles, save people, and achieve great deeds are called heroes even after their deaths. After being so called, they are promoted to heroic spirits after their death and becomes guardians of humanity.
If you could call them, you could say that they have become legend by fulfilling their destiny.
Well, that's a good segue. That's good segue to go into Destiny 2 now.
Those guardians of humanity.
Well, I'm just expecting Zavala to appear right here. And just give his Marsh speech. Where we wanted to not. It doesn't matter whether these people exist in reality or only in stories. It is the people's minds that create a hero. People wishes that this is how things should be, give them form and set them up as real. The authenticity does not matter. They can have form as long as they have fame as a legend and people have faith. The ultimate ideal humans have created, the greatest human that the people have created. So when did people start seeing King Arthur as a female? As a woman?
Don't question that one. There is no good explanation for that part. It's just more so, the idea of heroic spirits don't need to necessarily be heroic. They just need to be ideas of immense power. So, like, as long as something is told to have been very powerful, it could have become a heroic spirit, such as Thomas Edison. Let me just post that in image dump on your server. Thomas Edison, FGO. Thank you. I would like a good image of him. There he is. And into the link dump he goes. That's Thomas Edison right there.
What the fuck? I think I need to have a talk with the people who were imagining him like that. Anyway. There, let's continue on. These are the heroes the hero experience, and of course, since they are beyond human, they cannot be controlled by humans. A magus usually borrows the powers only to mimic them. They can't summon the hero experience themselves. But the Holy Grail made that impossibility into reality. It summons the hero experience beyond human control and turns into the familiar obedient to the master. That nonsense is proof that the Holy Grail is almighty, and with the passing of years ignored, the hero experience are summoned. The most recent from 100 years ago, the oldest from the ancient days. The 7 hero experience obey each of the 7 masters, protect them, and eliminate the masters of the enemy. Heroes from every age and country are revived into the present day to kill one another for supremacy. That is why this ritual is called the Holy Grail War. Oh, fighting! But it seems the Holy Grail has its limits too. Even the Holy Grail cannot indiscriminately call unto these spirit-like beings. Just as a form invented by humans required for the imaginary 6th element, known as the Devil, to take form, the hero experience also need a form to live in this world. That form is their temporary name, and the way they exist in this world. The Holy Grail has furnished classes so that hero experience may take form more easily, and he only summons the hero experience that match these classes. It's like a passport to the present, and it sets up a role as a familiar in advance. By allowing it to summon the hero experience to take on that role, it helps the spirits to take form.
Absolutely, completely, and utterly bullshit, by the way. It has been broken. There is like 90 fucking billion classes nowadays.
Yeah.
Because there is a class called Ruler, there is a class called Messiah, there is a class called what else was there? There's so many like really weirdly specific classes, and it makes no fucking sense. But the ones in this game are the basic ones, the initial concepts. I think Savior was also a separate class, but I don't remember.
Anyway, if there are 7 masters chosen by the Holy Grail, there are also 7 servants obeying those masters. There are 7 furnished classes, which Anise just said is bullshit. The Knight of the Sword, Saber. Knight of the Lance, Lancer. Knight of the Bow, Archer. Mounted Soldier, Rider. Magus, Caster. Silent Killer, Assassin. Mad Warrior, Berserker. Only the hero experience with attributes of these classes are summoned to the present to obey the master and become a servant. That is the servant system. A summoning and contract with a hero experience beyond human control to win the miracle beyond human grasp. Knight of these nuts. The ultimate competition held only on this ground, the one and the only Holy Grail War.
Honestly, this could have been the opening, like just this explanation, but
yeah.
It's also a nice setting for how amazing it is for Rin to witness this, despite being a magus. She's just like, oh shit, this is like another level of amazing to witness this.
It's something that only occurs once per 100 years. So did we need the Truck-kun prologue? The prologue?
Oh wait, no, the Truck-kun prologue isn't happening yet. It's gonna happen in like 2 more pages.
Right. The sword shot that deflected Lancer's lance flies from Archer's hand. This is Lancer's technique. A straight thrust that turns into a sweep at Archer's wrist. It was a blow Archer could not avoid even had he seen it coming. There is no effective way of parrying a lance with a sword. A strong rebuff only results in a strong counterattack, and a weak rebuff does not create any openings. Wait a minute. Is this
actually factually correct?
You know, I was immediately just started thinking, hold on a minute, isn't this like the weapon triangle in Fire Emblem?
Well, I mean, that's the explanation of why the weapon triangle makes any sense in Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Because the lance is strong against sword, sword is strong against axe, and axe is strong against lance. The important aspect of the battle between a sword and a lance lies in defeating the enemy when he is at the wrong range. There's no hesitation in Lancer. His movements to push Archer back stops. He must intend to end the match in a single instant. The stares of the firmly placed Lancer and the swordless Archer clash. In that instant, the lance is thrust just like a flash of light. It can't even be seen. Forehead, neck, and heart. 3 shots are launched, any one a fatal blow. But the flash they're too fast to see is repelled by a shining blade. In Archer's hand is a sword again. A sword like before and Chinese's sword like a hatchet. But the biggest difference is a pair of swords. In his hand are matched swords mirror the images of each other. Lancer's lance flies. Oh, look at this animation. As if to finish Archer off, the lance moves faster and faster. The clashing sounds are like a well orchestrated music. 2 steels clanging against each other. The sparkling clashes increases in rhythm without pause. The battle of the two is like a vacuum. It sucks in the air around and it seems like anything approaching them would be cut to pieces. In reality, it only lasts an instant. But for me looking on, it seems to take an infinitely long time. Lancer tries not to let Archer near him while Archer advances using his sword as a shield. Over 100 blows have been thrown and Archer loses a sword every time. But it's only for a moment as Archer has a sword in his hand in the next instant, forcing the Lancer back a little each time. Lancer finally admits his carelessness. That even though he doesn't know who is before him, he will be the loser if he diminishes him as a mere bowman. The distance widens. Probably to recover, Lancer puts a large distance between them. His speed is extraordinary. Archer's the shot was out of this world, but it was still slowed compared to Lancer. The movement of his retreat has panther-like speed and agility. What? 27 times? Hold on. Someone knocked on the door, I'm just gonna see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm probably gonna make Candy, cut it off at once we clear the prologue, because it's been a decently long stream as is.
Alright, it was just notifying me that food is ready, so I'm thinking just wrapping this up and then we'll end the stream.
Let's just get into it quickly.
Yeah. Lancer mutters in irritation. No, it's more like confusion. I feel the same way. According to Father, a servant carries only one weapon. Their weapon is filled with magical energies, but it's not something that can be created one after another, like Archer was just doing. Servants are heroes that sublimate their spirits of their depths, equaling the Holy Spirits. Put it another way, they are like devils or angels. They are powerful familiars on their own, but their most powerful weapon is their proof of heroism, a magical item called their Noble Phantasm. A Noble Phantasm is a weapon or armor the servant used when they were a hero and is treated as a last resort. The Noble Phantasm is the one and only weapon for a servant. This is because the Noble Phantasm is a ultimate weapon without equal. The lance that Lancer is using will show his powers as Noble Phantasm when Lancer deems it necessary. A Noble Phantasm... Stop making me say that word! It's an impressive weapon by itself, but its true ability is to release all its power using its true name. Heroes' weapons which rule over all others and which have killed dragons and gods. Servants activate their noble phantasm using their magical energy. It's much like magic. Servants recreate the distractions in legend using their noble phantasm as a catalyst. Noble phantasms are never disposable. The swords that Archer brought out must be excellent, but they cannot be his noble phantasm. Is their servant Archer? So the noble phantasm he conceals must be a bow.
どうしたランサー
Just
様子見とは君らし
technicalities.
くないな先ほどの勢いはどこに行った
し、タヌキが減らず口を叩きやがる
You cheater. Lancer's irritation is understandable. Even though Lancer fought as a spearman, Archer fended him off as a swordsman, which means Archer hasn't shown any of his abilities yet. So it's natural Lancer to feel gassy.
いいぜ、聞いてやるよ。てめえどこの英雄？二等使いの旧兵なぞ聞いたことがない。
そういう君は分かりやすいな僧兵には最速の英雄が選ばれるとこれほどの宗師は世界に3人といまい
ほう、よく言ったアーチャー。
At that instant, his fast murderous intent makes me forget to breathe. Lancer's arms moves. This is different from before, as stands free from contempt. The spearhead is lowered as to strike the ground and only his stare pierces Archer.
ならば食らうか。
止めはしないいずれ超え
Lancer's body sinks down. At the same time, a chill like force fills the schoolyard. The air freezes. Not a metaphor, it literally freezes. All the mana in the air is frozen. The only person allowed to breathe here is the warrior called Lancer. The lance in Lancer's hand is unmistakably a demonic one, and now it is waiting to take its true form in the moment it strikes. Crap. He'll be beaten. I don't know what kind of noble phantasm that is, but Archer will be beaten. It's implausible since this is the first time I felt such an intuition, but there's no doubt about it. Archer will die with that lance's thrust. He is determined. Literally, Lancer's lance is the embodiment of inescapable death. Archer would be defeated. Archer would die when Lancer pierces his heart. And yet, even though I know what's going to happen, I can't even help him. Because if I move even a finger, that will trigger the attack. So if anything can stop this battle and stop Archer's defeat, it would be the chance appearance of a stranger we all have overlooked. Oh no, is this the main character?
Of course.
Of course. The ghastly air from Lancer disappears. The sound of fleeing footsteps. That figure is definitely wearing a school uniform.
生徒まだ学校に残ってたの？
そのようだなおかげで命
Archer says calmly. Well, we were certainly saved, but...
失敗した。ランサーに気を取られて周りの
見てわからないか
なわけないでしょ。
さっきの人影を追ったよ
For an instant, my thought stops.
追ってアーチャー。私もすぐに追いつ。
Archer goes off the Lancer immediately.
くそ、なんて間抜け。
I curse my carelessness. It's the rule of Maga to remove any witnesses, which is why if one didn't want to do that, one just had to allow no witnesses. I've done that until now, so why do I have to make the mistake today of all days? A night where even the moonlight is obscured. A student is lying on the cold hallway for an Archer is standing still. He is staring silently at the student. A smell hit my nose. The blood on the floor makes it clear that it's the smell of death.
追ってアーチャー。ランサーはマスターのところに戻るはず。
In peace, protagonist died before he even got to play the game.
Oh, man, that sucks. Archer goes off the Lancer. I'm left alone with the student lying on the floor. I can't look straight at him, but I must. This is my fault. This is my fault. This is my fault. Ever since I was a child, ever since I became the sex of Retoshaka, I've been preparing for something like this. There's no good or evil for Magi. I've always told myself that this world has only my blood and the blood of others, so...
ランサーの槍で一月か。
I don't know how long it's been since Lancer killed him. Was he lucky or unlucky to be pierced through the heart? I guess Lancer's attack isn't a simple external wound as the flow where blood from the rough chains is too severe. It's not too severe, but it's all over where the brain doesn't get enough blood. No, basically, if his heart were pierced, he should have died instantly.
その割にはまだ死んでないってのはすごいな。
Yes, he's still breathing faintly as if to give his last scream. That will only last a few more seconds. He can't heal his own wounds and I don't have enough power to save him either.
顔を見ないと。
I try to touch the head facing the ground and realize my fingertips won't move. They're trembling. I wonder why. I'm used to such things. I have to make these kind of choices many times before. I lost many things due to my mistakes and my selfishness. That's why I'm ready for a day like this. So why? Why am I so angry at myself?
ごめんね。
I control my trembling fingers and my falling knees with my will and look at the face of the student. A huge smacking sound. It really feels like I've been hit on the head with a hammer.
やめてよね。なんだってあんたが。
I grit my teeth, not to suppress my trembling. I'm really pissed off. Why is it him? Why did it have to be him? I'm not mad at Lance for killing Witness quickly and perfectly just as a servant should do. I'm just angry at him for staying late at this place on this day. Sakura's face flashes in my mind. He would definitely cry, and I recall one red-tinted day after school a long time ago. A distant sunset. Someone always running alone. And a boring girl staring at that from far away. Before me, the corpse of someone who happened to get involved. There is a way. I might fail and lose my last resort in process, but there is still a way. No, I'll lose my last resort whether I succeed or fail, so the result for me won't change. It's a mistake. The fact of his death is already determined. It's my fault for not noticing the things around me. It's his fault for unluckily staying late. But I don't need to go that far. Yes, because this is from my father who gave me nothing else left just for me. A powerful chunk of magical energy and reliable last resort to win through this battle. A precious, precious thing just for me.
だからなんだってのよ、バカ。
I shake this feeling off and kneel in front of the one who will become a corpse in another second. And I'm done. The pen in my hand becomes lighter. My father's memento is drained almost to emptiness and falls into what used to be a dying body.
まあ、仕方ない。
Yes, it can't be helped. I didn't have the power or skills to revive someone with a damaged heart, damaged blood vessels, and on the verge of brain death on top of it. That's why I had to make up for my lack of skills with this powerful object.
まだ息があるのが運の尽きだった。
But since he was still alive, I just did what I could and ended up saving his life.
失敗してたら目も当てられなかったけど、成功したからいい。
I'm just bluffing.
行こう。済んだこ。
Yes, there's no need for me to stay here any longer. Archer should be following Lancers, I should go home by myself. On my way back, I remember. I left the pendant at school, just a pendant now that the magical energy has been drained out of it. Oh well. I have no more use for that pendant. Sure, it might have a bit of magical energy left in it, but there's surely less than the 10 jewels I have. What my father intended to leave for me was enough magical energy to win the Holy Great War. So now, without magical energy, that thing is meaningless. I enter the house without saying anything and sit on the sofa. Archer isn't back yet. I sigh and listen to the clock for a few minutes.
いい。あれだけの戦いを経験しておい。
I jump up and brew some tea. There are so many things to think about. Most importantly, they're servants. I have just witnessed a battle between servants I previously only understood intellectually.
ランサーか。宝具を使われそうになった時は。
This is the biggest difference between watching an anime and a visual novel. You do not get all this internal dialogue stuff. It usually gets skipped over. It usually is even not mentioned, and it's just shown to you through them moving rather than giving you the description of stuff where you have the main characters pacing through their thoughts and stuff like that, which is why I enjoy visual novels when they are well written.
Yeah. That's a little bit why I sometimes like to read books based on maybe a movie or a game, because it allows the author to write out the inner dialogue of the character that you don't get from the movie or game.
Yep. Uh, I think you can probably save around here. It's like maybe 15 more minutes of just this, of like sum up before it goes out of the prologue.
Oh, okay.
So like, have a nice meal, and I'll catch you some other time for more.
Okay. Yeah.
I hope it at least piqued your interest a tiny bit.
Yeah, it does. File cannot. What do you mean file cannot save?
Oh.
Cannot open or write protected.
Is it on the wrong drive?
Which?
Give me a second. I mean, honestly, I just posit I will send you the solution. Just go get your food, my dude. Have a
Yeah.
nice meal and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna wrap up the stream.
Yeah. I'll catch you later. See you.
See you. Well, that is going to be that's going to be it for today's Sunday book club. Thank you everybody for coming out. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next week as we continue through with the first of the 3 books that we are gonna go through on these Sunday book clubs. Have a good resting day, night, morning, evening, wherever is your time zone, and stay safe. Just stay safe. Yo, everybody.